All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if I sound okay, hit that number 1, please. So if there's good audio, nice and clear and loud, hit that number 1. Kevin, JJ Auto, Trucking, Brett, Kyle, Maggie, Discipline. All right, perfect. Thank you. Timbo, thank you. Evil, thank you very much. Captain, perfect. All right, very quickly, before we get started officially, for those of you that watch this in the archive, first off, thank you very much. But just to be very straightforward with you, if you want to continue to have something to watch in the archive, this is totally a viewer-supported stream, no sponsorships, nothing like that. So the way to help support the stream is with code CLAY, but you're saving money, so it's a win-win for everybody. So I recommend Take Profit Trader for my prop firm. But wherever you're at in your journey, whatever you're looking to accomplish, if you're using any of these prop firms on the screen, and like I said, you want to help support the stream, code CLAY, all caps, will give you whatever the current best discounts are. And like I said, help support the stream. So I appreciate your consideration. All right. Let's get this party officially started. Well, good morning, everybody. It is, what is it? It is Wednesday, April 8th. The year is 2026, and the drama continues. I will say this right off the bat. If you have not blown an account, and I'll start this starting yesterday at 6 p.m. when this session opened up, yesterday at 6 p.m. Eastern, until now, if you have 0 blown accounts, bravo to you. I'm happy to report that I am one of those people by the skin of my teeth on a couple of trades, by the skin of my teeth. But I have not blown any accounts. But in other words, if you have that, I think you are the rule today. And the day is not over. The session is not over. So who knows? Maybe this thing gets cooked today. But yeah, just last night was just craziness. I don't know if it might have even moved more than the tariff news. Remember the tariff news from what was that, Liberation Day, a little over a year ago? Maybe not as much, but it was wild action. So, yeah, if you roasted an account, like I said, I think you are that is what's more often happened than not over this past session. It has been crazy action. But we're going to see how this goes. Even right here, I think the best decision I've made today so far is not touching any of this. Talk about just, I mean, yeah, maybe in hindsight, it's easy to look back and be like, oh, well, you could have done this. Well, yeah, no kidding. In hindsight, you could have done a bunch of stuff. But like, man, talk about fake bounces and then fake breakouts and then fake bounces and then fake breakdowns and then fake bounces and then fake breakdowns of that VWAP. So, I mean, you got to think, maybe some of you here, you just got, I don't know about cooked an account, but you just got fooled and you got just chopped to pieces right there. So, yeah. Anyways, how many of you have blown an account today? Give me a 5. And again, no judgments at all. We've all blown accounts as prop firm traders. How many people here have blown an account? If anything, maybe you're just reassuring others that like you're not alone. I mean, there's no point to lie about it. I mean, people cook accounts. And if there's ever a day where like it's understandable of how an account could have been cooked, it's a day like today. Oh my, 2 of you. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we just have the elite of the elite here. Only 2 people have cooked an account. That's impressive. Woo! Well, Viper and Maggie, I appreciate your honesty there. All right, as we now continue to break down. So let's get this line out of here as it's served its purpose. I was thinking, and maybe there is, let's get this lower trend line in place here. So we have that lower trend line. And I was thinking, do we have some kind of rising wedge? But I don't know if we actually do. And I don't want to force a square peg through a round hole and try to draw a pattern that's not there. No, that's more like a channel pattern. I don't know. I'll just leave that here. So I'll admit, okay, yeah. Might be interested in a long down at this lower trend line here. So we'll see if it wants to pull back to that area or not. Well, I took one trade today for 300 at the open, closing it up before I do blow the account. All right, Alfonso. Good discipline. Okay, Sandlot, brother, we're trading futures here. TQQQ, that's a waste of capital. It's a waste of time. Like trading ETFs or day trading ETFs or stocks, it doesn't make any sense, man. I mean, if you want to watch TQQQ, that's fine. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm not quite sure you're in the right place. You long the open on NQ? Well, then you got toasted. Oh, well, I guess I don't know what open you're talking about. Are you talking about the New York Open? All right. Well, maybe I'm interested in a short at this upper trend line. So right now we seem to just have this downwards channel here. Also at the top of the channel we have the 21 EMA, so maybe a worthwhile potential short up there. Still up quite a bit on the day. So I mean, it's not. I mean, if you think about it, it could still. And I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but it could still drop 300 points from here, and you'd still be able to say, man, the market was still green 300 points. So that just really shows. Yeah, I think I will try a short up around that area. Let's see. Oil has actually made a very nice move back up right now in the 5-minute. What's gold doing? All right, gold for you gold players out there. That pivot right there, pivot point, so far so good. As of right now, like a little miniature double bottom. So for any scalpers out there, they got a nice little double bottom off that area. So yeah, right around 47.75 seems to be a key area there on gold. Sorry, that's the third pro of the week, but I still have 5 more on standby, but still. I must have missed something. What happened? Oh, yeah, Nas, just you don't want to go on like pro account tilt either, right? That's something that you gotta, which I'm glad. I mean, obviously you don't want to cook one a day, but that does at least show that you're cooking one and then you're stepping back for the day and saying, you know what, I'll come back tomorrow and try again. So that's good, but just don't be cooking like 5 in a day, We don't want to burn down the racehorse stable in a single day. Racehorse barn fires, not a good thing. All right. Trying to be patient. Right now, per my channel, which is what I'm tracking, we're not totally in the middle of it, but we're sort of in the middle. So in the spirit of don't diddle in the middle, trying to wait for this thing to make a move in one direction or another. Yeah, what Evil says, yes. If you just absolutely have to trade, that is the beautiful thing about prop firms is, okay, to just fire up an eval or just open up an eval account. So I think we can all rate to the I just have to do it. I agree, Clay. We were up around 900 points from last night, so if we pull back a few hundred points would not be unreasonable. Yeah, we have pulled back, I don't know about a few hundred right now, but gold once again approaching that pivot point. I'm interested in a long. Right around there. If it wants to drop down, see if we can get a bounce off of this lower trend line. It's respected it a few times already. Will it respect it again? No one knows that. There are no guarantees, but I'd like to think this is a logical thought process on my part to potentially go for a long down there. Hey, good morning, Simple. Straight is closed again. I mean, was it ever open? I mean, Twitter, not that this is a new revelation, but like Twitter is such a dumpster fire. Like trying to figure out what exactly is going on, and you have the bots with, I mean, it is wild. So I was texting with a buddy, and I'm like, listen, the only guarantee I'm willing to make right now is that over the next 2 weeks, it is gonna make a Jerry Springer show look like nothing. Maybe I just revealed my age, but for you older folks, you remember Jerry Springer. And my guarantee is the next 2 weeks are gonna make a Jerry Springer show look like child's play. Well, but I mean, that's the thing, though, Anthony. That's what's crazy is Iran reneging on ceasefires. But I mean, how many times has Trump said stuff and then Iran's like, "Wait, what are you talking about? We're not talking." So, like, I don't know. Is Iran reneging, or did these conditions never exist in the first place? Like, because Trump just said, "Oh, there's this condition," and then Iran's like, "No, there's not." So sure, you could frame that as, "Oh, you're reneging." But at this point, you could also be like, well, maybe that condition never existed because Trump just said it existed, right? Like, that's how crazy things are. Is like, I don't know. Is Iran reneging, or was that condition never actually there in the first place? I don't know. Now they want to. Well, I mean, Anthony, I had let me see. Mm, yeah. This morning, I asked President Trump if he's okay with Iranians charging a toll for all ships that go through the Strait of Hormuz. He told me that there may be a joint U.S.-Iran venture to charge tolls. We're thinking of doing it as a joint venture. It's a way of securing it, also securing it from lots of other people. It's a beautiful thing. Now, that's Twitter, and that's he said, she said. But like, if that's your claim that this is extortion, Anthony, and that is actually true, then the logic follows that Trump is participating in extortion. And I think you're a Trump fan, from what I can gather. So like, I don't know, man. That logic might have just boxed you into having to admit that Trump is taking part of an extortion, per your definition. But again, I don't know if that tweet is true. I don't know what's going on with all that. Like I said, Jerry Springer show. Like I said, my only guarantee that I'm willing to make. Oh, okay, let's see. Are we going to get the bounce? Come on, Treadline. Okay, I am in. Do your thing, Treadline. Come on. Or is it just not going to care at all about the Treadline? Like, not even a little bit. Well, I guess to be fair, it did do like a little micro bounce right there. So it cared like very, very little at this point. All right, I'm out. Did not care. Did not care. That is the downside. Had I waited for confirmation, which I oftentimes do, I would never have even had a trade right there. But I thought I'd get at least a little something. So I didn't. All right, well. Oh, and there goes oil. Look at oil. Oh, whoops. If I do just disappear, it's because the power went out. I guess in theory it could be because I just rage quit, but I've never rage quit. But it is a windy day here in Iowa, so if the power happens to go out and I disappear, that's again the logical conclusion, the probability conclusion, high probability conclusion is it's because of power going out. But in theory, I suppose there is the chance that I just rage quit. Got my 10 in ES. It's too irrational today, so I'm done. Yeah, Mr. Jacob, I can. I will say that if you said, Clay, I haven't traded at all today, and I'm not trading at all today, I don't think you're crazy one bit. In fact, you could probably make a very plausible argument that you are the smart one. I'm not saying I'm not saying it would be a winning argument, but I concede that you could probably make a very plausible argument on why people should not even be trading today. But look at that dirty red hammer. Look at that hammer. Beautiful hammer right at my trend line. Problem is, it decided to drop all the way down here before doing the hammer. Your trend line was great. Yeah, I like how you use the word was. Exactly, Zooms. That's the point. Was, as in hindsight. But when the price was all the way down here, Zoom, I noticed. You did not put the message, your trend line was great, Clay. I noticed that. Maybe just a coincidence that message showed up now. But why weren't you telling my trend line was great when the price was down here, brother? That would have helped me out. I would have held. Zooks. Dang. No, I don't copy trade. Maybe someday I'll get to copy trading, but no. And welcome, by the way. Nice to have you. Like I said, it's a balancing act for me of trying to grow the live stream, but still be responsible. Like if I went like full port and to grow the live stream, yeah, I should probably just start copy trading like 60 accounts. I would assume that would draw in viewers, that would keep viewers and all that sort of stuff. But again, is that actually responsible trading? I mean, it could be in a sense, but like for me, I don't know. That'd probably be a little excessive. Hey, Mark. Morning, Alex. Good morning, Raspberry. I just hit target price, took long from bottom of red candlestick. You took a long... Okay, was this mapped out ahead of time, Ant? Let's see. Where did Ant call out his... Okay, Ant, yeah. Okay, Ant the man. You got to give some trade plans ahead of time, brother. Trust me, bro, trade plans aren't the most convincing. Like, if you want to show up, like, and I'm just saying anybody, if somebody shows up like, yeah, I bought long right here, it's like, oh, I'm okay, maybe. But like, if while the price is right here, you gave us a trade plan that said that's where you were buying long, and then we watch this happen, man, that's so much better. That's exciting. We can high five you. We can say, man, great job. But yeah, the showing up after the fact and they're just saying, well, trust me, bro, I bought there. It's just not as fun. Just not as fun. So Anthem, man, next time, give us some numbers ahead of time, brother. That way we can all cheer you on. Hey, Dean. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Brad. All right, I'm going to try a short up here now. We have this upper trend line. We have the 21 EMA. So we'll see if it wants to reject. Yeah. You're right, Ty. 5 minute, there is a big old hammer. Which does have me questioning this right here. But I don't know. We've already come off the bottom so much. Like, I think there might be some sort of pullback. Come on. Come up a little bit more green. I guess technically I'm looking for a fake break of these areas because I'm a little bit above. Oh, don't this time don't reject right off it. You got it. Oh, the market has such a twisted sense of humor sometimes. Right here, I bought the trend line and it decided to do this before going to my favor. As of now, it has just hit the trend line perfectly. Where were you doing it last time down here? You got to be kidding me. Now I laugh. I laugh not because I'm not taking this seriously, but laughing for me is kind of like a coping mechanism to not let the frustration and annoyance take over. So that's something that needs to be clarified. So I don't laugh because it's just like, ha ha ha, who really cares? But no, it's my coping mechanism that I've learned over. I'm not saying laughing will work for you, but it might be worth a try, right? Trading is all about managing the voices and managing your emotions and mental and all that stuff. So you kind of got to use whatever tricks work. And I've discovered for me that laughing it helps as a coping mechanism. Now, it's not always perfect, but it can help ensure that the frustration and annoyance does not take over. Okay, Mr. Jacob, let's try to avoid using those three letters here. Not a favorite around here. Well, even that, it did reject off at I don't even know if that would have. I was not going for a scalpy scalp anyways. 24. Maybe I would have gotten out one target. Yeah, so I think that even still would have been a losing trade. All right, I will be interested in a short up round VWAP. Just stopped out. Yeah, Mark, yeah, I mean, I can see that. That was not a bad trade plan at all. Watch it now roll over. Uh-oh. Don't do that to Mark. Don't do that. That's never fun. Oil has a nasty fake breakout candle, though. Oh, boy. Remember, at one point, this was a big solid green candle. There were probably people, too, that had like this bull flag drawn. So people watching this pattern, and then at one point, they're like, all right, I'm getting long. Look at this. Oh, man, because again, this was all a solid green candle. Breakout, here we go. Whoosh. Now, whoosh. Wow. So unless oil traders took a scalpy scalp there, there are some bull flag oil traders right now that are not happy at all. They just got bamboozled. That's savagery right there. Did it fool you, Hoover? Yeah. That's crazy. That sort of price action is illegal in 32 states. Gold, yeah, gold really juicy today, too. I mean, so many choices today. Too many choices. Dude, it's 3 choices. I know, you're right. If you're coming from stocks, like, only having 3 choices doesn't seem that much. But, man, somebody that's now been in futures for a while, one of the best things about futures is basically just one choice, because all you need is one thing. But now, yeah, flipping between gold, oil, and then the NASDAQ, it's rough. Do you always trade micros? No. No, these are this account right here. These are NQ trades. But yes, given I've never been the greatest afternoon trader, I like to stick to micros from a risk management standpoint. Try Forex or bonds. If I need to put myself asleep, I will try either of those. But if I had the choice between watching paint dry and then day trading Forex or bonds, I'm going to go ahead and choose the paint thing. I'm wondering, I'm still potentially considering a short here. Yes, I know that right now we do have like a little miniature bull pennant, bull flag, whatever you want to call it, but this is still happening within the context of a downtrend. So I would personally have, I am having trust issues with it from that angle. NQ versus ES. Oh, that's personal preference. Both have a lot of volume, so I'm not going to call you crazy if you're trading ES, because at the end of the day, as day traders, we want liquidity, we want plenty of volume, we want, just nice tight spreads, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I like NQ just because it moves better per my standards of better, but you may have a different standard of better. So if ES fits your needs more so, then yeah, go with ES. Looks like a crossover on the 5-minute. Well, what is crossing over? I'm not sure. I see a cross. They're sympathetic of each other, mostly moving basically. Well, yeah, but I know what you mean. They could both have the same pattern, but because of the points and all that within the pattern itself, they actually move differently, if that makes sense. Yeah, I guess maybe but that's the 50, that's the 200. I'm not, maybe you're saying they're about to cross over? Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Both these trend line. Well, this one turned out to be kind of, but both these trend lines disappointing. I'm getting rid of them. See you later. See you later, boys. Or trend lines girls? What are they? Like ships or she's, right? You have to christen her. What's a trend line? Is a trend line a dude or a girl? What happens when they cross over? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Yeah, yeah. ES and Q. There is no right or wrong answer there. Now, if you're like, I'm out trading orange juice contracts, it's like, well, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. Because I don't think orange juice contracts have nearly the amount of volume as, future indices. But hey, to be fair, maybe we should all be trading orange juice contracts because the volume is fantastic and the movement is smooth. Hey, good morning, Matt Machismo. I will try a long down here. Kind of go for a double bottom. I was going to say a long here, but then if my stop's the low, that's like almost a 40-point stop. I don't want to have 40-point stop. So let's do something like this. I don't know if it necessarily needs to come all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, even that's about all right, there we go. So I'm going to try a potential double bottom down there. Long at 966. I do not trade currency futures. Nope. I really don't see any need to do that. Again, I seek after volume. I want the things that have the most volume. And that is where the indices come into play. Because for day traders, liquidity, very, very important. The more liquidity, the more smoother the action. And I like smooth action. I bet it bounces here. So are you long right here then, Mr. Jacob? Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd got rich trading OJ. That is true. I think that's where I got that reference from. Nah, just guessing. Okay, well, at least you're clear about just guessing. Hey, Craig, good morning, Clay. After struggling last night a little bit. Very nice, Craiger. Good job. Yeah, last night, as I was saying earlier, I don't know if it was as crazy as what was that Liberation Day with the tariff announcement when the thing just went. I'm not sure but it was wild. It might have been more wild. I just can't remember how crazy it is. But it was. If you're around when all that stuff started, like for me, I remember I was looking. I think I was looking at a monitor and then I glanced back. But like my head going from here to here had to have been maybe 2 seconds at most. And then I looked back and there was like a big old red candle. And I'm like, uh-oh, somebody said something. And then that was a candle. I think it snapped back if I remember right. And then, yeah, that's when all the drama really did start. So again, I don't say this to pat myself on the back because if you watched last week's live streams, there were some doozies. But I would say you were the exception and not the rule if you did not blow an account. Thankfully, this week, today included, no blown accounts. But yeah, man, I say that more so just to assure you, like if you lost an account or two today, hey, Like and when I say today, I mean this past session. So starting at yesterday at 6 p.m., from yesterday at 6 p.m. when this session opened until now, if you have lost some accounts, you are not alone. I'll just put it that way. There's no way that you are alone. This week probably made a lot of newbie traders quit. Yeah, I maybe. I don't know. But I would hope. Let me put it this way. If a newbie trader quit, then they did not really give it an honest go at all, because like this is all exaggeration aside, like as far as trading is concerned, we are in historic times right now, right? Like trying to trade through all the Iran stuff and the negotiate, and now we're in this next 2-week phase, right? The ceasefire phase, right? What's going to happen here? Yeah. I mean, welcome drama city, right? Short at 22. All right, Mark. Now, there you go, Mark. There you go, Mark. You're up. Mark, you're up. Okay, there you go, Mark. Nice. Good. Nice one, Mark. You nailed that one. See, that's the beautiful thing about numbers up front. Not Mark showing up in hindsight saying, yeah, I got short right here. It's like, oh, really? No, he called it out ahead of time. Good job. So 20 down to, yeah, you got about a nice 20-point possible move right there. Hey, by the way, what do you guys think about the banner at the top? Somebody gave me some feedback yesterday. I'm like, I should probably change that code. So does code Clay stand out more? Maybe some of you are like, I didn't even notice it, which is kind of disheartening to me, but that's okay. If it's honest feedback, I'll still take it. Like it, so it helps stand out a little bit more. Move the stop up and got the 20 points. Nice job. Nice 20 points. And you about nailed it then too, because right back up it goes. Hey, good morning, Ravin. Make it orange. Why? 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 Mark, I'm asking Mark. Mark, what do you think about the top banner, me changing Clay to green? Is that bad, or should I change to orange for more contrast? And I'm asking Mark because he's a graphic designer. Opinions on... they do have higher... Like, I have a code. I like the white. Well, no, I can't change... At the top, I can't change code Clay to white, or else you wouldn't be able to see it. I'm saying the word up at the top bar there, Clay... How about purple? Orange would be good. So you think orange would be better than green? You know, that's not terrible either. Okay. Because I guess from a branding standpoint, this would make sense, because when I flip to this slide here, it's also, I suppose, orange right there. So that keeps it kind of uniform, I suppose. So, all right. Okay, all right. I appreciate the feedback. I'll change that to orange for tomorrow's stream. Clay is brown. Dude, thanks, man. You already think I'm tan? Holy crap, I forgot about this order. I better get rid of that one before I forget about it. I like the green. Maybe even changing the color of your email. My email? You mean the website? Still interested. Well, I was interested in a short at VWAP, but now that this purple line here, the 50-period simple moving average, has moved down below VWAP, probably be more interested in maybe a short here at the purple. Ooh, yeah. Because then I look over here. Look, we have this like clump of highs right here. which is matched up like perfectly with the purple line. So to get short right there, throw my stop above VWAP. I can have a nice tight risk profile. But that, of course, assumes that the price can make a move up there. Thank you, Krager. No, somebody asked yesterday, they're like, what's the code? And I'm like, it should be on the screen. And they're like, oh, yeah, why? And it's like, and I can see how maybe it doesn't stand out to people because it is all black, but. Short 337, stop 34. All right, I love it, Johnny Castro, or Johnny Cash. That's how, I almost called you Castro. Castro. Where'd Ant-Man go? How come the guys that like to say stuff, how come the Trust Me Bro trade plans just disappear as soon as I explain why Trust Me Bros don't work? Ant the Man, are you still here? I'm waiting for your next trade plan, dude. How do you add VWAP? I don't remember. Oh, CE tools. I think it's, yeah, you have to go and search for VWAP. You have to go to Explore Community Indicators and then search for it. Okay, how do I get that? This is so, for me, not intuitive. There we go. Hey, good morning, relax. Trust Me Bros and Jim Bros. Ooh, gold with a nice bounce. What's oil doing? Oil still just with a good bear pennant here. I'm sorry, bull pennant on the 5-minute oil. That's so stupid still. Stopped out like near the bottom there. What a dented move that was. I will. Hello. Double bottom, 8 points. Okay, well, 8-point stop loss does not mean anything because we don't know what to base that off of because you didn't give us an entry point, Sandlot. So 8-point stop from what? I blew my account today. Yeah, you're not alone in that. Code Clay, Bryson. All caps. The same one that you see at the top of the screen. Code Clay, all caps. So yeah, I would appreciate that, Bryson. I thank you for your consideration. From the double. Okay, Sandlot, you're about to get banned because I've been watching you closely lately, and I think you might be a troll. From the double bottom. Yes. Well, we don't know we don't know your definition of a double bottom, which is why if you just gave us a number for your entry, then we would be able to see very black and white how you are defining where the double bottom's at. So can you give us a number there, or do I just need to ban you here? I am a big, well, that's why I love Take Profit Trader because of the daily payouts. So based on that, yeah, I would do daily payout, Bryson. As somebody that really enjoys daily payouts. Now, I'm not saying I take payouts every single day. I am human. I'm not saying, but once you do get into that zone with Take Profit Trader, I love the daily payout aspect. So yes, I am on team daily payouts, Bryson. Yeah, can somebody mod give Sandlot a timeout? We won't ban him yet. We'll see if he wants to rethink the way he's engaging, but yeah. Timeout. We'll see how gracious. I always like the timeout. I get to see who's like the hardliner and then who's more gracious. Well, I appreciate that, Maggie. Yeah, the only double bottom I can think that maybe he was referring to is this one down here. But that's just a guess, which is why if people just give us numbers, then we don't have to guess. We can know exactly what somebody's looking at. Ty is going to try it short at 57. I might regret drawing this line, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to do it anyways. Don't judge me. Okay. Maybe a short there. Maybe. I'm not going to commit to anything, but I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I like Take Private Trader a lot, Maggie. The people that have never used it, let me put it this way. People that have used other prop firms and then they try Take Private Trader, I've yet to meet anybody that complains about daily payouts. Like, man, I don't like the ability to take payouts on a daily basis. I've never heard anybody complain about that fact. So yes, I'm always quite confident that if you've never tried Take Private Trader, you should at least give them a try, because I'm pretty sure you will really love in the pro account once you get to the, meet the payout requirements, that you can request money every single day. Hey, son. All right, K Dogger. Duke of Dividends. I like that name. You're short at 22. Okay, where's your stop at, brother? Your code takes out. Yeah. What my code Clay on any prop firm, whatever the current deal is, code Clay gives it to you. So yes, the current deal at Take Profit Trader is 40% off and then 0 activation fee. Therefore, code Clay gets you those two things. Blew my account with Apex. My stop is like 25.015. Where'd you get short at again? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. You got in short at 25.022, and then you just told us your stop loss is below. So I think you got a typo there, my friend. Can you trade? Yeah, you can trade the news. Yeah, I mean, Dukes, you said, for example, you said your short was right here and then your stop is down here. From a short standpoint, your stop would need to be up above where you entered. So yeah. All right, do I take the short down below the trend line? Oh, I might have to take a swing at it. I could get a tight stop. Just look for the breakdown or get out. I will look for a short on the break of the trend line. I can just throw my stop above the high there. So pretty tight stop. So just play a breakdown or get out. Not going to give this thing a whole lot of wiggle room. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Now give me some continuation. I'm looking over at gold. Would love to, I'm sorry, not gold, oil. If oil could get up through the VWAP right there, that should help me out. So if gold can push up through here, that should, there we go. Okay, so I should be seeing a drop here. Not really. Okay, well, the correlation is not existing as much as I wish it would right now because, what is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, you saw, yeah, and even now, oil is quite literally pushing upwards right now. And so is, okay, so what is it? Everything, now these things move in tandem with each other? Yeah, oil pushing up. It's literally going higher. Okay, we're dropping a little bit here. Come on, oil. I think push upwards. I don't like cheering for higher gas prices right now. It'll only be temporary. I'm only temporarily cheering for higher gas prices. Come on, oil. Come on, gas prices, go up. Go up. There we go. Okay, now, okay. Come on. Go up, gas prices. Us traders, man, we're so demented. Good, I'm short at the blue line. Alrighty. Come on. PA today is worse than dry paint. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I mean, right now this is not the greatest, but there's been some pretty epic moves today. Yeah, right now isn't the greatest, but we also have to be realistic. Not every trendline break can immediately go in your favor. Yes, it's amazing when that happens, but like you can't expect that every time a trendline breaks that you're gonna get the move like immediately in your favor. Put a couple of targets down there. Come on. See, there is no correlation. Look at this move on oil. Okay, so don't tell me right now that oil cares or that the market cares about oil. Oil is booming, and look at my position. I'm short. It's barely budging down. What is this nonsense? I pretty much took this trade because I was like, okay, I think oil might want to push up through here. Look at this. Literally new highs right there, and my thing can barely budge down. So is there still a correlation? Maybe a small one. This is wild. Uh-oh. Okay, oil's dropping down. Does that mean... This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Okay, that might have been a little bit of an exaggeration. Okay, so now oil is pulling back while this was also going down. So, yeah, look at this. Oil pulling back. Yeah, they seem completely detached right now. Like, they don't really care what each one is doing. Okay, now it's pulling back. Now, yeah, I don't know. Oh. Okay. Oil is recovering, or yeah, oil is recovering back up. So if this pops, surely this should start to come down a little bit more, right? I don't even know why I'm still in the... I mean, it hasn't really done anything wrong. It's just being annoying. Come on, oil, push. Look, it just won't let go. Just won't let go. There you go. Now you're letting it go a little bit. Come on. Again, the laughter is a coping mechanism, so I don't go insane. Dude, this is just... Yeah, it is. It's the paradigm, all right. The paradigm of pain. Amazing. For that brief moment, I thought, okay, finally, here we go. And then that quick, literally straight back up. All right, I'm out. Stupid thing. Goodness. Watch it now drop back down. Yeah, this is why I mentioned earlier I have not blown an account today. But hey, you know what? It's young. I need to be very careful, though. Very careful. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones right now. I'm starting to get irritated. I'm starting to get irritated. Yeah, Brad, we were talking about that earlier. First off, thank you, Brad. I appreciate you having the courage to disclose that. Yeah, you toasted some accounts, but I am under the premise that for the people that have not blown an account since yesterday at 6 p.m. when that session started, you are the exception and not the rule. Because this has been just, it's been a very understandable environment of how people could have cooked in accounts. Whatever. Look at that, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I should just be going for all scalps here. But even that, even my first trade that was a loss on the stream, that wouldn't have worked as a scalp either. Hey, if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. And oil is collapsing down, and this thing is still really not moving up that much. Well, and I say, okay, collapsing is a strong word, but a deeper pullback here. But yeah, if you don't mind hitting that like button, it helps. I know it's kind of small. Maybe it doesn't seem like it does anything, but it does actually help out quite a bit. So if you could do that, it is appreciated. All right, so if this is a range, should I be getting short here? If the premise here is that this is the top of a range, yeah, I mean, I'm going to try it. It's been rejecting here. Look at that cross here. Many times before, we have the purple line right there. But at this track record, you should probably be getting ready to get long because I'm getting ready to go short. Okay, I'm short. Okay. Look at it. All these times before, it was rejecting. Okay, we officially have a clay fade day. Do the opposite of me if you want to make money. Come on. I said, no worries. I kind of do my own thing. The only thing I'm listening to are the million voices in my mind. Come on. Uh-oh. Why am I being so greedy? Come down. There's like construction equipment or something going on outside. I'm very curious. I want to go see what it is. Oh, it's our neighbors. They're getting like, you gotta be kidding. Oh! The smartest thing I've done is just extra small size. Because I'm about to be 0 for 3 on my live stream trades now. I literally cannot do anything right now. This is the... Come on. Nope. And that fast. Just that fast it went straight back up. Took all that effort to come down, and then that quick, right back up. I should probably, yeah, this is like a, ugh. I'd love to be potentially shorting here, but I'm already in. I guess I could do this. I'll add, if it hits that yellow line, I'll add some more, and then I'll just throw my stop up above the VWAP, and it is what it is at that point. So yeah, let's just do this. Okay, I'm in. There's my stop. So this thing either comes down or it doesn't. So there it is. That's my trade plan now. Does VWAP reject it or doesn't it? And oil is now just completely wiping away. But again, oil is dropping pretty hard and this thing's barely budging. So yeah, it really does seem like the correlation is no more. Oh, is there a note auction today? Oh, okay. We'll have to have another data point here. Okay, once we get closer to 1 p.m., we got to work together. Let's try to remind each other. Again, I'm short. My stop is up above the VWAP, and we're just going to see if this thing wants to roll on over or not. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. At least hit the one target. Dude. This market. Honey, where's my straitjacket? Oh, there's FMC minutes at 2? Really? Holy shame on me. I have failed miserably. And I'll trust Timbo. He's a good source. There's minutes at 2? All right, this one has almost broken my spirits. All right, I'm out. I'm out. Now it'll probably go. If this thing dumps, I don't know what you're going to see, but it's not going to be pretty. No, there is not. Okay, well. Timbo is, he's a pretty, I trust Timbo. So if he's saying there's minutes, I'm assuming there's minutes at 2. So I guess what? Maybe 2 of my targets would have been hit so far? Look at that. And now, is this thing really going to just go straight back up? Stopped out. Hey, good job, Hoover. $1,000 trade. Good job. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last couple of minutes have been somewhat disappointing. All right, backyard boogie. Somebody ban that guy. Open season on backyard boogie. If that's not spam, then I've never seen spam. What a clown. Kyle got him. Got him. Wow, you lost a job. You were at 21 years. Did I miss something? Who lost the... Oh! Man, Blue Eval's so fired for the... So fired... Blue Eval so fired for the day. Going fishing. Lost job of 20 years overnight. Oh, Brad, yes, I didn't see that. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I think fishing is a good call right now. Let your mind kind of get freed up. So I support that thought to just go fishing. QQQ0DT 600. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. In fact, no, I'll make it 1,200 puts. Go with 1,200 puts. Yeah. That's a way better plan. You know what? No, stop. Stop. Make it 5,000. 5,000 puts, yes. And if you're able, go take out a second and third mortgage on your home. So you can get potentially up to 10,000 puts. Yeah, that's right. 10,000 or you don't got any walnuts. Pink slips are flying in my industry. What's your industry, Dash? So you're probably in some sort of like software. Well, we are just putzing around right now. Gold coming down. Oil with a bounce off of there. What's ES up to? All right, pretty much same here as NQ. Let's see how it behaves at VWAP here. IT, AI, data center. Oh, gotcha, yeah. I mean, 5 minute looks interesting. It's, also right at the VWAP here, but like, I don't know. Does this thing get rejected back down? But this candle here is the one that's got me worried because it was looking good, and then for it to fight all the way back up, it's like, maybe not as good as what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna try to play it a little bit cautiously. Kind of trying to think, where is the top of this form? For those of you that were around for the VWAP chop at that portion, like where was technically the top of that range? And that's not even clear. Was it actually up here? Or is it more so down here? So like, where's the top of that range? Do you just find a midpoint? Do something like right there? Good job, Nas. Good job. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Getting short there. Stop is right there. So I'm going to try to get short at maybe the top of that range right there and then hide behind these highs up here for my stop. That is my plan right now. Of course, like anything subject to change, but that's what I'm thinking. So we'll see if we can get up there or not. Are you asking or talking to yourself? Talking to myself. Well, I guess I'm always kind of asking. But until you map out some trade plans here, LaFort, it's going to be hard to know if it'd be hard to say if I'd listen to you or not. Although, to be fair to you, I think you have mapped out some trade plans before with some actual numbers. But I'd be lying if I said I remembered how they turned out. Let's go. How does it look? Question mark. To me, it looks good, comma, but I'm not the trained professional. Basement is poured. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I got my trade plan there, so let's see. What am I trying to do here? All right, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on, so I got time. Let me cook. Let me cook. I hate being an old man. Where did my annotation thing go? How do I draw? There it is, brother. Okay, somebody let me know if I get filled. Okay, there we go. Whoops. No. Let's change the color. Dude, you guys would be so proud of me. The area circled in blue, comma. Will that eventually smooth out on its own, question mark? Or does that not matter, question mark? For context, we are in the process of building a home. So I'm like general contract 50-50. I'm working with the guy that built our barn because I told him, listen, man, I'm not looking to pay like a 15-20% markup on everything. So he's just totally cool about it. People in Iowa are very nice and very reasonable. So anyways, our basement flooring was just poured. We got it in before this rain. Like if you look at the Iowa forecast for the next 2 weeks, it's like possibility of rain almost every single day. Ah, okay, period. I thought you were saying it was done. Okay, they're still working on it. These are the moments where I just want to get short here. But I've been there too many times where I'm like, oh, fine, I'll just get short here. And then all of a sudden the price is up there. And I'm like, doggone it. I could have, there's my point. Stipe is in Ohio. What is in Ohio? Iowa, I'm in Idaho. Yeah, we've been in Iowa for almost 2 years now. Grew up in Ohio, then lived in Missouri out of college, then to Michigan, and now in Iowa. So I am very well traveled. I'm very astute in my observations of America. But dude, you've basically been in the Midwest the whole time. Hey, listen, nobody asked you, okay? Nobody asked you. What do you mean he's in Ohio? Or do you mean he's from Ohio? No, yeah, I go back to Ohio. My parents are still there. How long do you think that? Well, I mean, the ceasefire didn't get broken within like 2 hours. Again, that's Twitter. I mean, the stuff you see on Twitter, who knows what's true. But I think the ceasefire like was broken within like a couple hours, wasn't it? I grew up in like Northwest Ohio. Toledo area. I see the trade plan. Just go in. Are you green on the day? I see the trade plan. Just go in. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Leo, are you saying I should just get in right now? I'm not sure what. From. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Iowa. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Well, I don't know. Is Idaho, and this is an honest question, is Idaho people the same as Midwest? Like, I don't know. That's like, to me, that's like mountain people. Like, where I've always been is more like corn people. But maybe corn people and mountain people are pretty much the same. I don't know. Jeez, this guy's kind of overgeneralizing. Listen, just calm down, okay? Calm down. Glad you drink coffee or something sweet to keep trading. And no. Well, I have coffee, but this is fun. To me, there's a weird component that I'm like hanging out with people around the country and around the world right now. Sure, the trolls are trolls, but for the most part, this does not feel like work. Now, I do reach the point where my brain starts to shut down, which I've learned is right around that 4-hour mark. But yeah, I mean, I don't need stimulants to do it just because it is actually fun. You look like you like rock music. Yeah, I don't mind a little bit of dun, 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 dun. No volume, no real move. I mean, I hear you. But in all actuality, I think more so the real move happened with all the drama, last night and all that. Because, yeah, a lot of the move here was already baked in. But you listen to the laser? No. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I do, and I don't know it's the laser. But I have no idea what you're talking about. Very different. I'm in Idaho, and people always mix them up. It's funny. Yeah, we considered moving to Idaho, but then it was like, okay, that's very far away from friends and family in Michigan and Ohio. And on top of that, like, we want to be able to send our kids outside. But in Idaho, man, it's like, okay, go play out with rattlesnakes and mountain lions and grizzlies. It's just like, I don't know, and wolves. But here in Iowa, you're like, yeah, go play out with your kids. Watch out for the chipmunks, It's a little bit better deal. So now I understand if you grew up as a mountain person, you're like, toughen up. Fair enough. But like, I don't know. That's just a weird thought to us as parents. Like, yeah, go play out and watch out for the wolves, mountain lions, rattlesnakes, and grizzlies. Isn't that a Des Moines rock radio station? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Build character. Yes, thank you. 1 p.m. We're going to be collecting another data point for our bond auction theory. Yes, we homeschool. Oh, yeah. What can I... Where I am, you can get lost a mile in any direction and not have cell for service. Yeah, that's intense. It's intense. But no, I've heard Idaho is beautiful. I do want to visit someday. But yeah, during COVID, I think the secret got out on Idaho, because then Idaho, didn't your real estate prices just go booming because people started to move there? Which is why, yeah, Iowa's a terrible place to live. So yeah, anywhere but Iowa is great. Iowa's all corn. I'm looking out my window right now, and there's a corn stalk growing into my office right now. So yeah, anywhere but Iowa move to. Iowa's terrible. I hate it here. I will be interested in a long down here at VWAP if it wants to pull back. So trying to be patient, trying to see if it does want to pull back here a little bit. Especially via the 5-minute. Let me bring that over. 5-minute, we have the VWAP, which is already there. But we also have the 21 EMA. They're not quite at the same level right now, but they're getting within the same vicinity. So does that guarantee a bounce? Of course not. There's no guarantees, but that area looks interesting to me. Became flooded with Californians. Rough day. I'm down 2K on my Lucid funded number for the day. Well, Andy, if you have not blown any accounts today, I would argue that you're still ahead of most people. Because this session, again, this session being defined as starting yesterday at 6 p.m. Eastern, has been one for the record books, I think. Cannot say I've heard of Owen Benjamin. All right. I need to move this up now a little bit, I think. Because it's consolidating right where my area was, so I'm still in that congestion point. So yeah, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and just move that entry up now from the short side. Hi Clay, I blew my account now for the reset. Is there a discount using the reset with Take Profit Trader still is $100, and the code is automatically applied. So the only thing would be, Trader Alex, if you got the 25K account, do not reset it, because the reset is $100 and you only paid $90 for it. So just go cancel that account and go buy a new one for $90 if you want to do the 25K again. But any other one other than 25K, just go ahead and reset, because it's only $100 to reset. Yeah, we did a meetup for the claytrader.com community. We did a meetup in Arizona a few years ago, and my brother-in-law lives out there. So my sister and brother-in-law live out there. Nice place. We were they live in Gilbert. I like their like old-fashioned downtown there in Gilbert, Arizona. The one thing that blows my mind about Arizona is my brother-in-law, because they used to be in California, and so they just rented, because real estate market in California is just a whole nother animal. But anyway, so point being, he had very little experience with like owning a home, and I still remember he sent me his property tax bill in Arizona, and I was like, oh no, Arizona must charge it per month. That's weird. They charge it per month. But I don't know. You might want to check with your agent, because I've never heard of that either. Like, who charges property tax where you have to pay it like per month? That's weird. And he checked. He's like, oh no, that's a yearly bill. I was like, what do you mean that's like, you live in a good, like Gilbert is like a great suburb. What do you mean that's your yearly property tax bill? I don't know how Arizona does it, but Arizona's property taxes are, like whatever the Arizona model is, that needs to be exported to everybody. All right, maybe a short here. Again, it's not like they're out in the middle of the desert somewhere. They are in Gilbert, Arizona, a great suburb with great schools and blah, blah, blah. It is wild. So whatever the model for Arizona, how they're doing that with the property taxes, are you seriously, you're not going to, okay, let's go up a little bit more. Okay, looking for a short at the red line. Okay, now I'm basing this off of the top part of this range from over here. Look at this. Rejection. Let's see if third time's a charm too. So I guess in some sense it's like a triple top I'm looking to play here. That'll be my first target if I can get filled. Come on, triple top. Clay, where are the other two? I just showed. Valid question, but they're over there. And it's not going to fill me, or is it going to fill me, or? No. All right, I think that's what I wanted. All right. I needed to come up on that. Now, the more it putzes around here, the less and less I trust that entry point I was going for. Yeah, 1,200 a year. Insane. $1,200 a year in property taxes. What? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, what is the Arizona model? With that said, I just like a little bit more green. I think the mountains out there are cool, but for me, I like a little bit more green. I like seasons and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not calling you crazy if you're in Arizona. I mean, it is nice. It's just we all kind of got our little different cups of tea. But I could see that landscaping getting a little bit of, you know, monotonous, if you will. All right, here we go. We are okay. I'm gonna try. This is gonna look random, but I'm gonna try to short. Okay, I'll bring it over real quick. Give you some context. Okay, I'm looking for a short here of the 50 period simple moving average, that purple line. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna try to time it up. Again, it'll look totally random here on the 2-minute time frame, but that's what I'm watching. Come on. No, no, no. It barely, almost hit it, and now it's pulling back here. Where do you live? Simple. Like for a while, we were looking at Northeast Missouri as a place to maybe move to, and it was crazy low property taxes. But the thing about Northeast Missouri is like there's literally nothing there. Like it is open. And I'm not saying that's nothing wrong. Some people that's exactly what they want. Doggone it. Oh man. All right, I did. So there we go. I was looking for it to come up here and actually hit the purple line, but if we look close enough, you can see. I know in hindsight, Clay, did you really need to actually hit it? Well, yeah, now I understand I look stupid, but at the time I thought maybe that would have been a perfect thing, perfect entry, but it didn't quite work out. Oh, Mississippi? Gotcha. Never been to Mississippi. Clay, in California, property taxes are based on what you pay for your house. Yeah, I mean that 4,400 a year is pretty solid for California. But think about that. Your property tax bill is still about 3 times more than Brad's in Arizona. And you, in order to lock that in, which is still 3 times more than Brad's, you had to buy it back in 1994. Like, that's wild. But yes, that is normally how property taxes work. Is they do go up, but they're based originally on whenever you buy on that assessment. So in some senses, you're basically, David, you're kind of trapped in your home in some senses. Because if you were to go buy a new one, that new home is going to be assessed at the property tax is going to be assessed at whatever that value is. So, but if you've been there since '94, I assume you love your home. So well played on your part. Hey Clay, market is a bit choppy today. Yeah, no, there's been some fake outs, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean it's not the most enjoyable thing, disciplined futures trader, but I mean it comes with the territory, so I mean there's no way to avoid it. Well, the only way to avoid it is just to never trade. Still interested in a long down around here. Um, to the VWAP. We'll see if it wants to pull back there or not. Yeah. Don't take it to heart. I'm again. It can be frustrating, and it can be frustrating if it happens over and over again in the same day. But like I said, don't take it personal. Let's see. Gold looking a little bit shaky. Couple of upper shadows on gold, 5 minute. So yeah, I'd be scared to be long gold right now. Maybe try a long down around here. I believe in a push upwards. So are you long right now then, Krim? This might be a bad idea because I'm technically not waiting for what I wanted. All right. I'm in. I'm in. Put a first target right there. Come on. Come on. Trying to trade the trend. I didn't chase. I let it pull back. 25K cooked. Yeah. Oh, you didn't even have that much on it anyways. Well, I guess that makes it a little bit better. Spent 2 hours in this area this morning. It did. It did. Clay, careful with this action. I appreciate it, brother. I am being careful via position size. I'm in a whopping 3 MNQs right now. I appreciate it, but I am being careful. All right, have a good one, Timbo. I'm almost wondering if I want to add some more right here. But I also don't want to out-fancy myself. I think I am. I'm going to add there. Okay, so if it can come up to that green line, I'm going to add in another 3. I like the formation here. It's respecting these lows. We'll see if it maybe wants to curl back up here. Still have not added. Okay, there's the ad. Come on now, push. Very nice looking right now. Can it stay nice looking though? Come on, get back up there. Goodness. Come on now, brother. Push. Push. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Got one target out. I don't like how it's putzing around. I'm going to give it another moment. Nope. All right. Small green there. Yep. In this market, like I said, I made the comment earlier in the stream. I got to be careful with wanting these big, glorious moves. Sometimes just the little scalpy scalps. So I'm trying to do a combination. I'm trying to give it a chance, but I'm not going to give it too much time. And if it doesn't give it to me, I'll just hop out and take what turns out to be a little scalpy scalp. Because Johnny, at the end of the day, these are all prop accounts. So even in a worst case, let's just say I don't have a stop and then Trump tweets something and it just completely kaputs. Okay, my prop account is cooked. Not exactly the end of the world. What makes you think, I'm not saying you're wrong, Boston, but what makes you think right now that we would see a massive drop? Like a drop is one thing, fine, but like a massive drop? I mean, right now it's trending up. We have just a little bit of a pullback here within a miniature uptrend. So what makes you think a massive drop? You won't like my... Oh, are you part of the cult, Boston? Are you part of that cult? Poor Boston. Seems like a nice guy, too. Look at gold, though. Holy smokes. I would be terrified to be long gold right now. Downtrend, lower 21 EMA. We have all these upper shadows, which represent false breakouts to the upside. Kind of scary. Kind of scary. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're not aware of the cults out there? Yeah, I was warned about it. And I was like, no, it's not a real thing. I'm like, oh, don't. Once you step into futures, there is a certain group of people, and it's like a cult. And those people are not exaggerating. Again, Boston, with all due respect, you did not define massive drop. So, like, for all we know, you've already been right. Like, all it had to go down was a tick. And you could have said, see, I was right. But it only went down a tick. Yeah, well, that's my definition of a massive drop. It's like, okay, fair enough. So, like, that's why when you don't give targets... Oh, and I'm sorry, I take that back. You did give a target. You said 25,020. I apologize. You did give us a target. So, yeah, you got a ways to go before anything. And where's your stop at again, Boston? $120. Okay. We'll see what happens. I appreciate you stepping out and doing numbers in real time. That is something that many of your fellow cult members usually don't do. So you are the exception and not the rule when it comes to your fellow cult members. So I can appreciate that. Thank you for not being like them. I am continuing to watch now for potentially another long here around the VWAP area. But I want to see what kind of candles and such start to develop. Uh-oh, there goes gold. Is it going to hold at the pivot point? Okay, I'm thinking about maybe another long here. I want to see how this candle finishes and takes shape. Oh, dang, Michael Butler. I thought you were an ally on this live stream. When did you get all upset? When did you get all cranky, Michael Butler? When did that happen? This candle here, so these are 2 minutes, so I'm watching this timer right here. That's telling me when this candle that we're watching right now will stop moving. Again, this is a 2-minute time frame. So for you beginners out there, that just means that each candle moves around for 2 minutes. So that timer is telling me when this candle will stop moving around. Oh, well, you sound cranky right now, Michael Butler. You sound cranky. Maybe I misunderstood your message there, though. And that wasn't the greatest candle there. It is still respecting VWAP. I can tell, Michael. But if you're going to get that cranky, we might need to throw you in timeout for just the straight up falsehoods. I don't care if people disagree with me, but we got to be able to have a reasonable discussion, and that's where that cult struggles. They struggle to be reasonable. Ooh, that got spicy for a second there. Ooh, what's this? That 5 minute is got quite the hammer here. Nobody has called anything right. Again, somebody did call for a massive drop, but again, credit to Boston, he did define what he meant by massive drop, and he meant 25.020. So per his own definition, we have not had a massive drop, which again, I applaud him. I'm glad he was willing to give us a number and help us define how he defines massive drop. I'd short that candle. The 25.020 is right. I'd short that candle. Okay, well, Joe, where would you short it? And then where would you be your stop? No. Boston up here said he thought a massive drop was coming. And he said 25.020. So still got a ways to go. Hey, Faye? Faye? She must have her headphones on. There she is. Clay trading is so hard on the mental. Yeah, it can be for sure. I think I might have to take a swing long here. One NQ, all right. Long at 60, stop it. Oh, no! Oh, Kent, you were so close. You were so close to getting filled there. Oh, I can't believe you did that to Kent. That's cruel. That's dirty. Okay, looking for a long at the green line. Stop is the red. Again, looking to get long at the green line. It's bounced from this general VWAP area several times before. Let's see if we can get another bounce. That stopped out somebody. Joe. Joe Mopa got stopped out on that move. Good try, Joe. Correct. It does happen, brother. It happens. I respect you though, because you stepped into the arena, gave some numbers, and you were therefore able to be held accountable. So nothing but respect. Hey, Eddie. Okay, I don't like this NAV comes down. So the next candle here, what I want to see is for it to immediately come down. I don't want to see it come up and then come down. I want this candle when it ends to come right back down. So I don't want it to come up very much at all. Again, I'm watching the timer there. That'll tell me when the candle is going to be done moving. Hey, Andre. I'm not sure what LaFord is laughing at. Okay, now it's got to come straight down pretty much. No. Don't go up too much higher. Wait. Okay, all right, I was going to say, is it almost 1 o'clock? Remember, 1 o'clock, note auction. Every time I look at you, it seems like you are sitting in a car. I'm not in a car. I'm in a van down by the river, trading on 56K dial-up internet. I'm in a windowless van, and spray painted on the side of this van, it says free puppies. Golden doodles. No, I don't get that specific. I just say puppies. In one sentence, what would you say? Blood, sweat, and tears. Bubblegum cigars. Do we even make those things anymore? Free baboons and balloons. Oh, that's not bad. I'm long after 2-minute open candle, open eye lows. Stop previous candle lows. Never saw you cry. Guess you're not following your strategy. Huh? Nasdaq and oil go hand in hand right now. No, I'm gonna disagree with that. If you're watching earlier in the stream, there was a trade I had, and we watched them both side by side, and they weren't necessarily driving. Yeah, broadly speaking, maybe there's still a bit of a correlation, but like there by no means is it like a. It's not as closely twined as what it's been in recent history. All right. Well, looking like my attempted long down around VWAP is not going to show up. But even if it were at this point, I would not be interested in buying anyways, because that would just imply that this green candle here that we're staring at right now has been completely wiped away. So right now that's kind of one dynamic. This trend line's been broken. It's trying to get more continuation through it. So there's that dynamic. If attack on Lebanon does not end, a regretful response will face aggressors in the region. Roger that. More drama. I do. I have some voices whispering in my ear right now to get long, but I'm not sure those voices can be trusted. What about CPI on Friday? Mustafa, I think you are a different trader than many of us here. Like, I'm trying to, as a day trader using the 2-minute and 5-minute time frames primarily, I'm just trying to figure out where the price is going to be in the next 10 minutes. I assure you, zero. Absolutely, until now, until this very moment, because you asked about it, zero brain power has been devoted to Friday. I'm just trying to figure out the next 10 minutes. So I'm not saying, Mustafa, that you're wrong to be thinking about Friday. I'm just saying that I think we were probably very different traders. Ken, I think that's I don't want to say worthless statistic, but I think oftentimes overrated statistic. Win rate. Because you could have a 90% win rate and not be profitable. You could have a 40% win rate and be nicely profitable. So yeah, I'm not, I don't know, because I think, like I said, I think that is a statistic. I'd say that's more of like a marketing statistic. I have again, I'm not saying it's worthless. I'm not saying it's worthless. But it can also be a little deceiving. Hey, Baked Leaf. Yeah, in the prop firm space, I would say the ROI is very important. How much have you spent? And then, what kind of returns you're getting, which is why prop firms are amazing, because the ROIs that can be created are bonkers. All right. I'm thinking about a long here. Okay, I am long. Put out that target just in case there's some sort of spike. Not saying I expect a spike, but hey, you know what? Sometimes those moves happen and then you're not even quick enough to take advantage of them. Now, come on now. At least give me that one. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Oh, man. Hello? Thank you. Holy smokes. All right, put my stop here. So this will be a green trade now. So my risk right now is I'm making 3 points. I like that. Where my risk on the trade is making 3 points, my reward unknown. Because I don't know how high this will go up. Therefore, I don't know what my reward is. I like these situations. Again, risk is just 3 points in the green. I like 3 points in the green as my risk. Reward, I don't know because I don't know how high this might want to go. Come on, keep pushing up. Push, baby, push. Okay, now my worst case scenario, my risk is making 6 points. I like it. Worst case, my risk on the trade is green 6 points. Come on, get up there. Get up there. Do it. Come on, brother. Do it, brother. Push. 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 Come on. Are you kidding me? Come on, Cletus. Get up there. Get up there, Cletus. Push, Cletus. Push. This is the dumbest thing ever. Just push. You got to go up like 1 more point. All right, well, I'm going for more now. I mean, if it's come up that much, I might as well go for a little bit more. Come on. Dude. Are you really going to come? That's irritating. Why do you got to ruin a good trade like that? That second target, it like basically hit it and did not fill me. I realize now I did adjust it upwards, but... Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Trade evaded. Uh-oh. I think I'm okay. Yeah, so trade evade just... Oh, ooh, where did that come from? All right, I'm going for more now. Come on. No offense, Boston, but I remember you saying your stop's at 120. So basically my next target is your stop. So in a no offense type of way, I'd like to see you get stopped out. But again, no offense. I'm moving my target to where I remember you saying your stop's at. But again, worst case on this trade, my risk right now is making 6.5 or 6 3/4 points. My reward is unknown because I don't know how high this might want to go. So I like these circumstances. The sweet spot of trading where it's not if I make money, but just how much money am I going to make? Come on, get up there. Get up there. Clay has no friends. What are you talking about? You're all my friends. Well, what the heck, Crunchy Munches? Come on, brother. You know that, trust me, bro, trade plans don't fly around here. Get up there. Get up there. Okay, this is now my stop. So worst case now, I'm making 17 points. I like it. Risk, making 17 points. And I'm out. Why is it still showing me as, okay, there we go. Blinking blue line. Okay. I'm going to use the trick that, so I can just try, uh-oh. Hey, no. I'm not in the trade anymore. Okay, let me just try to refresh here. No more blinking blue line. Okay, I think I'm okay. I think. All right, there we go. Man, no, wait, okay. Was it tie or was it tie? Somebody taught me that trick because this is the desktop platform, and I didn't think you could refresh it, but he's like, no, F5. I will be interested. Did Boston get stopped out or no? No, he's in. Boston is hanging. Oh, I think he just got hit there. All right. Good try, Boston. Good try. I applaud you for putting out numbers. Interested in maybe a short up around that pink line. That is the 200 period something moving average. So maybe a short up around there. Uh-oh. You all right, Boston? I hope he's okay. He's gone silent. Hey, just noticed I'm back green, aren't I, on that one? Hey, there we go. Look at me, I'm rich. Hey, if you're enjoying it anyway, are you serious? All right, Tradeovate is having some issues on my end, at least. One of my other charts just logged me out and back in again. So be careful. But yeah, hey, if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be fantastic. Would love to get this up over 200 likes. So if we have 25 knights in shining armor out there, please be my knight in shining armor. Hit that like button. Ban them. Who are we banning? You, Kevo? Is that what you're saying? You want to be banned? Who are we banning, brother? So I would assume oil has been drifting back down. Nope, that's not right. So yeah, so that's what I mean by this correlation. If you look at the 5 minute on MNQ, for example, a lot of green candles, basically straight up. Then you look over at oil 5 minute, and it's just chopping around sideways. So that's what I mean, the connect. Oh, yeah, that's right, Judd, right here. I was thinking of you when I put it on. I'm like, hopefully Judd shows up on the live stream. All right, here we go, maybe. Once again, I am interested in a short, potentially up around the pink line. We might have a double whammy, actually. What is that? 40? What is this? Oh, we do have like a double whammy. Check it out. Okay, 5 minute, the 200 period is valued at, let's call it 38. This is the 5 minute. 5 minute, 38. 2 minute, 200 is at 42. So right in this general area, I am definitely going for a short. Although that seemed a little delayed. Okay, that was fast. Okay, that was instant. All right, there we go. Let's see if the double whammy cross the chart time frames can help me out here. All right. I am just trying to anticipate it. So this is a non-confirmation trade. Now, I would not say it's a random trade because there is logic behind why I think it could get rejected there. But I'm not going to go for any confirmation. Oh, crap. Oh, whew. You scared me for a second. You talked about FOMC minutes. I'm like, wait a second. It's about 2 o'clock. We do have the bond auction, though, at 1. Why not go long until it hits your short target and reverse? Well, I was long. I just got stopped out. Maybe you just showed up, but I got long like right here, and I wrote it up somewhere around here, and then I finally got stopped out. So, I mean, I was trying to do that in a sense. Okay, here we go. Maybe kind of, sort of. Now, if it bounces off the 5 minute, I'm going to miss this one here because the 5 minute 200 is slightly in front of the 2 minute. Come on. No. Bond will move market a lot, you think? Yeah. It's been creating spice. I think we're 3 in a row of some spice. Now, it's not anything like a Fed announcement, but enough spice where you want to be aware of it. Okay, good, Boston. We were worried about you. You just had disappeared. Glad to know it was just some biology that had you away. All right, glad you're okay. Hey, 212 likes. Thank you, everybody. That helped push that up over. That's great. I appreciate it. Well, I'm not going to totally abandon ship on that trade plan yet, but here you can see oh so close, yet oh so far away. Right up to that pink line. Again, the pink line being the 200 S, not E, SMA. Why is this so relaxing? Trading SMR. What's SMR? I'm waiting for this next candle to short. Are you looking to short at a specific spot? All right, I'm going to try it again now. Looking to get short at the red line. What is ASMR? Listen, you hip, you culturally in tune people. Stop with your abbreviations. Yeah, no, the minutes will not be nearly, well, I don't think the minutes will be nearly as crazy as the announcements themselves. Sometimes the minutes are, at least the past couple of minutes have been kind of anticlimactic. Simulation relax. Okay, yeah, I still don't know. What is a simulation relax? Again, looking for a short. Oil still chopping. What's gold not doing a whole lot? We are coming near the bond auction, so I definitely know that I don't want to be a trade at 1 o'clock. Between 1 to 103, we'll call it. Okay. Black sheep, that's not helping. That's not helping me out much. You've seen those videos of people fluttering their fingers and tapping objects to make you sleep. I've not seen those, no. What kind of bonds? Treasury bonds. Oh, you dirty rat. You're kidding me. You. Look at that. It's just toying with me. I think that was it. Me leaving the order out here now is me being stubborn, and I might be getting ready to get rolled right over. Why is the bond auction so short? Huh? What do you mean so, like, why does it only, what do you mean short? Like, time-wise? Okay. This is me being stubborn. I want that fill. I need that fill. I am the fill. Why would somebody buy bonds? Because it's the closest to a guarantee you can get in the market. Dude. Hey, Danny. Oh. Oh, so close. Yet, okay, this is me being very stubborn right now. Okay, all right. I'll try maybe a confirmation. If it wants to bump its head on the pink line and then come down, I'll look to get short somewhere down around here. I wouldn't put huge hopes on this short. There is big squeeze energy. So does that Aspire, does that mean you're long right now? Hey, JP. So I guess Aspire is waiting to see if this goes up higher before answering the question if they're long or not. So that's great. Huh. Are you long? Well, let me make sure. Let me see if this is a green candle or not before I answer that question. I already hit my daily target price. Well, what does it have to do with anything? Why would you not be long? In your words, there is big squeeze energy. Well, if you think there's big squeeze energy, who cares if you're at your daily profit? Add to the thing. Make some more. That doesn't make any sense. Good grief. Man, there's big squeeze energy. So you're in the trade? No, I'm at my profit target. Well, geez, you sound kind of confident. Why would you not just add to your gains then? It's not greedy if you take an A+ setup. That's not greed. That's just taking a good setup. Greed is being up and then you're like, that's a B- setup. Good enough. Let me just, that's greed. Nah, fam, we different. Overtrading isn't wise. Okay, but your underlying premise is that there is big squeeze energy. So under that premise, if there is big squeeze energy, why would you not take that trade? It's almost like you're just flapping your lips or something. It's almost like you don't actually believe what you're saying. That's what it's starting to come across as. Yes, 10 minutes to the bond auction. Thank you. Getting close to the auction. I'm still thinking about maybe a short here. Trying to see how it wants to continue to putz around this 200. Oh, also got a speech at 1 p.m. Okay. So we got a couple different dynamics at 1 p.m. and then at 2 p.m. are the minutes. We'll be short at 147. I might be getting short. Yeah, I might be. We're getting close to that bond auction, but I think I'm still. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are at 30 minutes just straight green candles now on the 5 minute. Slow and steady. Don't want to throw myself in anything. So are you saying you might take every trade that you see? Okay, Aspire. You're about to be banned for this reason. You're either being intellectually dishonest or you're trolling. Yes, I would absolutely take every trade if this was the premise of my trade. There is big squeeze energy. Not there might be, not I think there's big squeeze energy, but there is big squeeze energy. I am absolutely going to take every one of those trades. Which is what you said. So yeah, why would you not? Again, you're either trolling around or what, but it's not hard. You are so sassy for an old man. I mean, that's the power of logic. I'm just repeating back their logic. Okay, good for you, man. We different. Yes, you are a lip flapper. Yes, I realize what you're doing. We will bounce. Oh, so you're going to take that trade? No, I'm done for the day. But you just said we're going to bounce. Yeah, but I hit my profit target. We different. Man, you can tell they don't teach critical thinking in schools. I mean, have they ever taught it? Probably not. Man, there's big squeeze energy here. So you're in? No. But what you just said, there's big, and I guarantee you, if this goes up more, that person's gonna say, "I told you so." We different. I agree on that. One of us knows how to apply basic forms of logic. The other person struggles. So yes, agreed. We different. What are you doing, CJ Strategies? What now? Now I'm actually, like, I wasn't actually mad, but now I'm actually mad. What are you doing, CJ Strategies? Oh, I can't see, why do people do that? Unbelievable. I am mad right now. I am mad when people pay way more money for something than they actually should. Agreed. Oh, $650. Oh, the math. The math. You're destroying the math. You don't want to know, Lance, about look at what a test account costs and then pretty much multiply that by 6. And no, I'm not kidding. That's not the point, CJ Strategies. That's not the point. Oh. He didn't buy a pro. He didn't buy a pro. He reset the pro. He had a pro and he reset it. But the thing is, to reset a pro is insanely expensive. Again, this is why the racehorse model exists, to try to be proactive against these things. Depends on the type of pro. 25K is only, what do you mean only 450? Yes, that's the point. You could buy like 5 test accounts for that, Joe Mopa. All my horses were dead. So what? Yeah, 5-minute is hilarious. Look at this thing. So many green candles. I guess just get long. Well, yes, Joe Bapa, and if I chose, and yes, Joe Pa, that's lottery logic. Yes. That's like me saying playing the lottery is stupid, and you're like, well, tell that to the people. Well, if you choose the right numbers, it's not stupid. It's like, okay, yeah, fair enough. If you choose the right lottery numbers, playing the lottery is not stupid. Yes, yes. Good old lottery logic. I like spoons. Yeah, Clay, but in 1832, a spoon was used to murder somebody. So are spoons actually good? Okay, yes, that's true. In that situation, back in 1835, spoons maybe not so good. But broadly speaking, yeah, spoons are fine. I get to what you're saying. Yeah, well, and that, do you see what I'm saying about your little lottery logic over there? I know. Hey, CJ Strategist, I like you. I recognize your name. That's why I'm actually frustrated. Because, like, ugh. I know it's hard for some to believe, but, like, I actually do want all of you to succeed. I really do. So that's why it does. That's genuine frustration. The whole, whatever that one guy's name was, the big squeeze guy, like, okay, I admit, bottom right-hand corner, maybe I'm acting a little bit, but that's true frustration. That was true frustration. I want you to succeed. But you're blowing up the numbers when you do that sort of stuff. I am gonna steal that line though. I think that's what the 17-year-olds must be saying these days. We different. We different. I'm just gonna start to say that now. Okay, so I'm short here with the break of trending. Oh, so you got another account? I thought you were taking a break, Maggie. Did I miss something? Knocked out by a tick. Oh crap. Okay. It is auction time. Okay, so for the theory to hold, we should be getting a move from now until 102. Possibly 102, we should see some spice. Okay, yesterday I think was the 3-year. What's this auction? What auction are we at? I think somebody said the 10-year. Is this a 10-year bond auction? Okay, here we go. Our working theory is underway. Okay, 10-year. Okay. No, it's not red folder. It's just a working theory that we're developing about bond auctions because the market actually does care about them a little bit these days. Used to not care about bond auctions. Who cares? But given the government is now in so much debt, the market has started to care about the bond auctions. So usually it will create some spice we've been noticing. But per the theory, it's like between 1 and 102. And there is also a White House press brief. So it's a little bit of corruption here now. But still, if it happens at 102, that's too much of a coincidence to not say. So the theory is the bond auction takes about 2 minutes to get the results. So it starts at 102 we get the results, and 102 is where we can see some spice. So let's see if the spice shows up. Oh man, the anticipation is killing me. It's killing me. Oh, this is the longest 60 seconds of my life. 102. Nothing. We'll give it a few more moments. But as of now, looking like the market has not cared at all about the 10-year. But I'm not willing to write it off yet. Maybe this one took a little bit while longer to get the results. Okay, well, so what have we learned here? It's still it's looking like not necessarily. So I don't know. Is it maybe it had something to do with the 10-year? I don't know. Maybe the market doesn't necessarily care about the 10-year one, but it cares about the others. Haha, good one, Glock. Oh, it's still pending? Where do you see that at, Daniel? Bond numbers are in. Okay, so they're out now? Yeah, all right. So very anticlimactic then. All right. Now I'm still convinced I'm still convinced that we need to be aware of the bond auctions, but yeah, that one just passed by like it used to back in the day. Where like, okay, you wouldn't even have known there was something going on. Like dust in the wind, all we are. Somebody sang that yesterday. Dust in like the trend or something like that. All right, maybe along here. No, never mind. Not with this sort of candle here taking shape on the 5-minute. Nope, no thank you. 2 upper shadows here on the 5-minute. I'm not looking to get long right now. At least not up there. If anything, maybe a short would be wiser. $10 and $30 are bigger impact. Well, that's the thing, George, is today was the 10 and like nothing happened. So I don't know. It's a work in progress on the theory. We'll continue to chip away at it. Double toppy at your original stop. Oh, that's the worst. I look for 2-year auction, so much effect. I ran too close straight. Okay, either that is not true or the market just doesn't care. Or it is true, but the market doesn't believe it. Those are the 3 options. Or I guess option 4, or you're just typing stuff. Because I'm looking at oil, and oil is not acting like it really cares. On News Now. Again, so my premise holds. Is one of 4 things. It's not true. It is true, but the market doesn't care. It is true, but the market doesn't believe that it's true. Or you're just lying. Those are the one of 4 things. Those are, I think, the 4 things we're looking at right now. Because yes, oil and the markets are not reacting in any way. But I'll just assume that it is true. So under that assumption, the market doesn't seem to care. Sell. It's going down, dude. Correct. It did just go down. Good call. Correct. It went down a tick. You are right. It did go down. Good call, man. Good call. Netanyahu also speaking at 1:15. Roger that. I know. Some of you are really good detectives. You're good at figuring out. Maybe along around here, like I said, looking for some sort of confirmation there at the 21 EMA, and as of now, no confirmation, as it's kind of just gone right down through there. North Korea fired off an unknown projectile. Once again, doesn't seem like the market cares. I mean, over the past basically few weeks, we all know what a market cares candle looks like. None of these are a market cares candle. A market cares candle requires this. Okay? That's why. Well, what kind of internet do I need to be a day trader, Clay? What kind of computer? How many screens do I need? You know, asking all these questions. The one that gets lost in the shuffle. What brand of toilet paper do I need, Clay? That's the one that people never ask. They're always asking about, you know, computers and screens and internet speeds and blah, blah, blah. They're never asking about what brand. What brand? Hey, Ewits. Yeah, I was going to say, been a while since I've seen you. I recognize the name. Yeah, also, yeah, what brand of straight jacket's a good one? That's true, too. Recommend triple ply? Hey, you know what? That might be a $1 million ticket. Like, start a site that compares the toilet papers for traders. Like, you know, pros and cons of each toilet paper for us day traders. What kind of underwear is important? I'm sitting on a bucket right now. So, yeah. I'll let you connect the dots on how the logistics work on that. Hey, Snowman. Or Hormuz Strait. Oh, good one, Kyle. Bro is you know, I try to be a little somewhat comical every now and then. Comedy is like trading, though. Sometimes you swing and you just miss. You get everybody looks at you awkwardly. It's like, okay, that one hit my stop loss. Comedy is a lot like trading. Toilet paper traders flapping their gums. That's right. All right, crunchy munchies. 20 points on that. No news. I mean, I'm saying there may have been news. I'm just saying the market doesn't really seem to care that much about the news. Yeah, all the squeeze energy left. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, the big squeeze energy is gone. A lot of good business. Yeah, I know. We are cooking, Eco. There have been a lot of good business ideas. Agreed. I mean, that's what it's all about. Multiple streams of income. We always got to be thinking, can XYZ be turned into a form of income, you know? We're just kind of out in the middle of the nowhere. So I don't really know. Yeah, we're at the 21 EMA, that green line here on the 2-minute. But as I look over here on the 5-minute, we're kind of just out in the middle of no man's land. Like we're now below the 200 period, but we're still quite a bit above the 21 here. I guess we're kind of at that candle. But I don't know, kind of we're just drifting out in the middle of nowhere right now. So I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Other than just sit back and shoot the breeze with my homies in the chat. Yeah, around 10. Ooh. Yeah. I like this. This is also very close to where the 21 EMA is on the 5-minute. So that's an interesting level if it wants to pull back there for a potential long. Yeah, that was good yesterday. The market's going down because Paul's speaking. Paul? Who's Paul? Good old autocorrect. Yeah, we had a great live stream yesterday. We had some pretty funny moments. Yeah, Paul's paradigm, that's right. Should charge an entry. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's just there's so much stuff going on. We got Trump talking, we got Netanyahu talking, we have the Fed minutes being released, and then we just have the overarching what I would call fragile ceasefire. Like, it's no wonder why the market's so tricky right now. Okay, Sandlot. Dude, you got to be more specific. Resistance. What does that mean? What do you look like? What time frame are you looking at? What chart are you looking at? What do you just mean resistance? Like, I want you to use your time wisely, my friend. No, literally nobody knows what you're talking about right now because you did not specify any context at all, brother. I have not. Have you reached out to him, Relax? You should reach out to him. Yeah, exactly, Andre. Like, I want everybody to use their time wisely. And if you're just going to, like, say resistance, like, it doesn't really mean anything. Well, I mean, a prop account is real money. I'm defining real money as there's skin in the game. So, yes, I am trading skin in the game. But I'm also on a prop account. And, of course, I'm trading a prop account. I understand math. No ego here. I've learned to kick the ego to the curb a long time ago. I just like to follow the math. And the math suggests prop firms are great. Prop firms have the superpower of being able to reduce consequences. Three hours ago, I did that, and you put me in timeout. No, I put you in timeout because you're just like saying stuff. Again, I'm just letting you know, none of us know what you're talking about. So I'm just trying to help you utilize your time better. So if you present a little bit more context, that would help us all out. Okay. Do we ban him now or no? Because now that's like a blatant troll, right? Now he just says he did the same thing again. That's a bannable. That's like he just made it obvious he's a troll. I think so. Oh, Ty, there you go. There you go. With your there's the precious metal bugging you coming out. I'm short crude oil at 96.40. All right, David. Do you view your debt of market order book before entering into a trade? Do you view your debt of market order? I have no idea what you're talking about, Narrowway. So no, I do not. Nope. How many accounts have you gone through so far? I don't know. I don't know how many I've cooked so far. Oh, the DOM? Maybe so. Yeah. Do you mean the DOM? The depth of market? Oh, yeah. He said debt of market. Okay, Narrowway. I'm sorry. Yeah, you had a typo. You probably meant Dom. No, I just have that over there because I know some people do like it, and I like to keep an eye on it. I was like, dang, dude, who is this smart guy? Considering his debt of market and order book. Like, holy smokes. I don't even know what any of that... Once again, the typo strikes again. Again, I'm interested in a long if it wants to drop down a little bit more towards that purple line. I will not be in a trade, though, at 2 o'clock. That's for sure. Okay, I'm going to time out Versace for just completely trolling now. I think I might just ban him. I'm really getting sick of him. There we go. Versace, timeout. Just spamming LeBron James for some reason. Yeah. What happens at 2? Okay, Shar, I'm going to teach a man how to fish here. I want you to go Google economic calendar. And I want you to find an economic calendar. I want you to check at 2 p.m. Eastern. That is how that's me teaching you how to fish right there, brother. You cannot prevent yourself from revenge trading. You can just get better at it. And that is one of the things where I think prop firms shine. If you can feel the desire and craving, and I'm just going to do it because I don't care anymore, aka you're on tilt, that's where you fire up a prop firm and do it in an eval. Hey, Skelter, good to see ya. Oh, it's different time zone. Yeah, we always talk. Well, I always talk, and I try to run a tight ship and tell everybody to talk in Eastern time. That way we're all always on the same page. But yes, 2 p.m. Eastern. I mean, there is nothing you can do to stop yourself from revenge trading. That is the fact of the matter. The best you can do is try to separate things out. But at the end of the day, if you are on tilt and you're going to revenge trade, just do it in a test account. That way you're still trading in a way that you still have skin in the game, but at least you're not at risk of like cooking a pro account or something like that. Hey, Simon, doing pretty good. Hopefully the same for you. All right, maybe along here. The 5 minute is at the 21 EMA. I don't like this candle coming back down here, but I might still take a swing at it. Okay, I'm long. I don't know. Do I just take the scalpy scalp? No. Let's give it a chance to bounce. Oh, okay. Trade of 8 once again just logged me out on my chart off screen. That's always got me weirded out. You know what? I'm going to just hop. Okay. Hopping out there. I do not like, and you trade of 8 users, I'm sure you know you can recognize like your platform all of a sudden just logs you out and back in again. That just happened off screen. And it's got me a little weirded out. So I'm just going to err on the side of caution there. Watching very, like I said, this was mainly based on the 5 minute 21 EMA. I said, as long if it doesn't log me back out anymore, I might hop back in. But like I said, right now I want to just err on the side of caution and make sure Trade of 8's not going to glitch out even more. Uh-oh. Did I miss? Okay. These are little things that I figured out. Like when I click buy, that order should show up immediately. If it doesn't, then there, you could still have a. Oh, so was there a little bit of a delay there? No, that was instant. That was instant. Okay, I think we're okay. I'm hanging in there, Mr. Salty. I'm hanging in there. I don't know. My loins are saying something's not right here from the long side. Now I don't trust my loins enough to get short either, but I'm gonna just pass on doing anything. Whoa! Hey, somebody! There we go. Listen to your loins when they're calling to you. Listen to your loins. Dang, you can't make this up, though. You can't make this stuff up. Look right where it bounced off of. The good old 50 SMA. Not EMA. SMA. Old school. I know, the loins, man. I'm telling you. They need to rewrite that song. It's not listen to your heart. It's listen to your loins. That was crazy. That just spiked right back down. That just cooked. Oh, okay. I don't know if it cooked people. That was still only like a 20. Okay, yeah. Maybe I exaggerate. I don't know if that cooked anybody. Now, if your position size was too big, you got cooked. Good job, Zach. Fantastic, brother. Great patience, man. Good, very good patience on your end. It got me for a $40 loss. Hey, Ranger, I'm confident you can recover from a $40 loss. Oh my goodness, I could have passed the buffer if I held the pendulum and didn't luck out. Dude, you can't play the if game. Yes, listen, if you and I had both bought Bitcoin for $1 a coin, we'd be wiping our butts with gold-plated toilet paper right now. I mean, how far do we want to take this if game? I don't know if that would be a pleasant experience or not. Gold-plated toilet paper. I don't know, but we'd be experimenting. Yeah, if I had listened to the guy that was saying that there's big squeeze energy right here, I'd be up. Wait, no, I wouldn't be. Never mind. No. Sorry, that if, never mind. There is big squeeze energy here. Now, to be fair, it did go up like another 15 points with the proclamation, but I don't think big squeeze energy is like 15 more points. I call the flag, though. You call what flag? Leo, we need some trade plans from you, dude. We need some actual numbers, brother. Yeah, that's right. We different, fam. Who talks like that? Like, what generation? Is that like young kids? Like, who talks like fam? Nah, fam. We different. Like, what do you think age range that is? Honest question right now. I think he used the word fam. He's like, nah. So he's NAH, nah, fam. We different. Like, what age range is that? No, that I didn't ask for a generation. I asked for an age range. You dented baboons. Holy smokes. EB talk? I don't know what that is. 14, 15, 17 to 19. Okay, that's helping. No, it does not, because that implies that I know what age range fit into that category. You have built in a false assumption that I know what age range that actually is. 15 to 35? No. If you were in your 30s and you would say, nah, fam, we different, we need to have a long talk. Like, I need you to come sit on my lap, and we're gonna have a chat. That is the loving thing to do. If you are encountering any 30-year-old going, nah, fam, we different, please do the loving thing. Oil. So that's what I mean. Look, oil essentially going straight up. And yeah, this is pulled back some, but it's not like, it's even right now, it's pushed into highs, and this one's kind of just, I don't know. 20 to 25. Yeah, it's just like, sit on my lap is questionable. I mean, if your mind's always, what do you think? I mean it in a caring way, like, come here, son, come sit on lap. But yeah, if you have to always take everything to the perversion of it, you gutter rat. Did he just call somebody a gutter rat? Yep, I did. But his name's Bob Blacksheep. Nah, it's Bob Gutter Rat. Tomorrow when you come back, your new name needs to be Bob Gutter Rat. How's your day going today? Oh, it's going great. It's going great. Filled with rainbows and butterflies and Sour Patch Kids. All right, here we go. I'm trying along here. No, not one. I want a little bit more than that. All right, I'm trying to catch a knife here. I'm not going to lie to myself or anybody else. I'm going for the knife catch. Stop down there. So kind of play this area right here. Maybe like a fake break of the VWAP. Like I said, no need to lie to myself. I'm trying to catch a knife. No, I would also say that I'm doing it in a responsible way. I'm buying in what I think is a logical area. It has bounced from here before. I have a stop, but I am trying to catch a knife nonetheless. So is Netanyahu speaking? Is that what maybe is? Because oil, like I said, has just been going green, green, green all of a sudden. If you're going long, I will go 10 minis long. Yeah, you might as well make it 30 minis, man. We're trading Paul's paradigm here. The Paul paradigm method. I take that as you're having a... I mean, Brad, the numbers are right here, brother. All right. Like I said, trying to get long at the green line. Stop is the red. Trying to chase a waterfall here. Go, go, chasing falling knives. Today they did? Isn't that old news? I guess you did say another. So I'm guessing Oracle is going up right now? Because usually the market likes layoffs. Because that means better bottom line. Well, it gapped up on the news, it looks like. Yes, thank you, Sean. Fed minutes at 2. So we got 30 minutes before. We'll see some spice. How much spice? I'm not expecting that much, which probably means we'll have a bunch because the last couple of Fed minutes, I was like, okay, get ready for spice. And then there wasn't a whole lot of movement. You could be right, BMR Junkie. One-day pass accounts are tricky. The mere fact you're focusing on how many days to pass tells me you're not even focused on the right things. You're not asking the right questions. I do, yeah. This is my limit order to go long. Green is to go long, red is my stop. Is Fed chair talking today? Through the minutes, yes. Through the minutes, the Fed chair is talking. Hey, Snarf Snarf. I was trading in class once, and my teacher sneaked up to me and saw the candles and asked, is that Christmas? Well, what'd you tell him? Okay, Sandlot is going in timeout. We'll give them 24 hours, see if they want to think about it. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost 95%. It's just total troll. I've been passing TBT tests in 2 to 3 days and flip to the rest. Again, you're asking the wrong questions if somebody says, well, how long is the test phase? Can I pass in 1 day? That's the wrong question. The right question with prop firms is this. How many days until I'm eligible for a payout? And with some of the prop firms where you can pass in 1 day, the answer to that question is, well, like day 7 or 8. Well, with Take Profit Trader, well, yeah, their test phase is minimum 5 days, which actually kind of sounds bad. Wait, I have to go through a minimum of 5 days before I can pass? Yes. However, with the question of, but how many days am I eligible until I'm ready for a payout? With Take Profit Trader, it's actually day 6. Because on day number 1 of your pro account, in theory, you could qualify for a payout. So again, asking the question, how long is the test phase? Wrong question. When you're doing your prop firm searching and comparing, how many days until I'm eligible for a payout? That is the right question. Just because you can pass in a day, the next phase, like I said, could very well be multiple days where you're still not eligible until day 8 or 9 or something like that. The trailing drawdown is not a problem unless you're one of these I want a home run or die type things. If you're willing to take base hits, then it's no problem. And I actually think the trailing drawdown is good because I think it opens people's eyes to the fact of how powerful taking base hits is. Like, I understand social media and stuff like that can make you think you always got to be swinging big and blah, blah, blah. But it is shockingly spooky how quick base hits can add up. Now, with Take Profit Trader, the trailing drawdown will stop anyways once you hit your buffer. So if you want to hit your buffer, so if you want to do base hits and then get your buffer and then start swinging big again, I mean, you can do that. But what I think happens a lot of times is people are like, whoa, base hits? Hey, that's pretty cool. Again, snarf, snarf. You're not, I understand why you're saying that, snarf, snarf. But I guess let me ask you this, snarf, snarf. Do you consider 25 cents to buy and 25 cents to sell per contract? Would you consider that a lot of fees for a micro? So round trip, 50 cents. Do you consider that a lot, snarf, snarf? All right, well, I don't know if this one's going to get filled. We're kind of just putzing around up here now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that one out. Where'd Snarf Snarf go? Uh, 25 minutes until the Fed minutes, so we still got time. To be fair to Snarf Snarf, I think he's thinking of other prop firms because I always assumed that all the prop firms had the same fees, but they don't. And somebody was like, dude, Take Profit Trader actually has super good fees for micros. And I was like, oh, they do? He's like, no, some prop firms, like, their fees are just way more. So I think that's what Snarf Snarf's coming from. He's just talking about kind of, he's had an experience with one prop firm and now he's, putting that on everybody else. And it's like, well, no, Take Profit Trader actually has super good fees. Because with micros and Take Profit Trader, it is 25 cents to buy a contract, 25 cents to sell. So 50 cents round trip. Packing the kids for school. Where do you live? We're in, I guess maybe you're in Hawaii? Okay, I guess I don't even know what the conversation is about. Is Snarf Snarf like, is he freaked out by prop firms or something? Is that the context? Yeah, same, Nate. Neither have I. And then a couple people here have shown up and said, no, Take Profit's got really good fees. I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize that was another benefit to them. I kind of interested in a short up around here, and then I can just throw my stop up above the purple line, but... Ooh, get an oil pull back here. Ooh. I think I'm gonna try that here. No, I want it to come down a little bit more. Yeah, about 95. No! Whoa, okay, it's getting jumpy. Again, looking at oil here. I feel like I'm paying $1.80 a mic. Holy smokes, you very well may be, Stagger. I think you're probably with the prop firm that some people that would be one complaint against them. Okay, I'm going to try pick up some oil right there. Micros here, MCL, MCL. Yeah, like I said, take profit trader on the micros are 50 cents round trip per contract. Might be interested in a long here. Something like this. Buy. Stop loss down there. Yeah. I think I'll throw that out there for now. I made 600 but had 98 in fees. Well, I mean, I guess what is the alternative? Like, you're going to go trade with Robinhood just because Robinhood doesn't have any fees? So you're going to trade absolutely, you know what I mean? Like, I made 1100 today and realized like 950. Bye, just got canceled. The cleaning lady's sick or school. Huh? Snarf, snarf. Have you been sniffing something? Put down the Elmer's glue, brother. Thank you so much. Bye. Just got canceled. The cleaning lady sick school. Oh. Okay, the speech text. All right. I don't know. Oi, flashy. I don't know. How many trades did you take? If you traded 8 million contracts today, well then yeah. So I don't know if it's normal because you have not given us enough information, brother. 20 minutes until the Fed meeting. What kind of contracts? Minis or micros? Okay, who are you, Flashy? Let's start here. Are you using a prop firm, Flashy, or is this all just with your own funds? Okay, looking for a long here at the green line, and then it just went back up. My own funds. Okay, well that's your first mistake right there. You are taking on way more risk than needed. Like, the math is not mathing with what you're doing. There are more efficient ways to be day trading futures. I'm short 10 micro contracts at 118. Should I get out? I'm not going to be arrogant enough to assume that I know your strategy better than you do, Skin. So all I can really say is just follow the rules of your strategy. Do what your strategy says that you should do. But why? Because risk management tool, because prop firms are way better at risk management tool. If you have a bad day and you lose $2,000, that's $2,000 out of your account. It's not $2,000 out of a prop firm, though. That would mean that you cook an account, but that doesn't mean that you actually lost $2,000 out of your pocket, like it would if you're using your own funds and lose $2,000. Prop firms, yes, they're great with the leverage. Yes, they're great with the copy trading, but a prop firm's true superpower is their ability to reduce consequences. Again, yes, if you made 2,000, that's fine. But this is a game of risk management. So my focus is on how do you best manage risk. So if you made 2,000, then with a prop firm, you'd give up 20%. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. Yes, they're the one thing against prop firms would be, yeah, but if I make money, I get to keep 100% of my gains. That is true. But when you go on tilt and you lose your mind, you also get to keep 100% of something else. Does anybody want to guess what this other 100% you get to keep is? Again, to argue, it is true. Without a prop firm, if you make money, you get to keep 100% of those gains. But if you have a bad day and you lose your mind, you get to keep 100% of something else. What is that something else? If you said, well, you get to keep 100% of your risk, you get to keep 100% of the loss. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's the power of prop firms. Don't, Brad. That guy's been a troll since day one. I don't know why I just banned him now. Can you trade? You do not want to trade options. Options are pure and utter garbage because of theta. Not to mention futures move way better than options anyways. But even if we just assume they move the same, why would you ever want to deal with theta if you don't have to? And if you're an options day trader and you're like, what's theta? That is such a red flag you don't even understand. Yeah, while we wait, just very quickly, here's the prop firm's ultimate superpower, the ability to reduce consequences. So let's just say there's a bad trade, and we're going to define bad trade as minus $2,000. Now we have two traders. We have trader one that uses their own funds and trader two that is in a prop firm. But same bad trade to each of those $2,000 loss. Well, the person that's using their own funds, the bad trade of $2,000 means they just lost $2,000, right? Out of their own funds. What about the prop firm trader? Well, if you lose 2,000, you have violated this rule right. Good. You have violated this rule right here. The drawdown rule. You can't lose 2,000. So what is the consequence there? That means, well, you lost your account. Well, how much did you pay for your account? Well, if you only paid 102, then that's how much money you actually lost out of your account. So again, bad trade defined as minus $2,000. The person using their own funds, the consequence to that is losing $2,000. The person in the prop firm, the consequence is losing $102. So that is what I mean by that is their true risk management superpower, their ability to reduce consequences. There's now a prop firm that offers options, and you got to close by 4 p.m., so no theta. That is, my friend, Nick, there is anyways. Yeah, I know what you meant, Nick, and it's just blatantly wrong. Theta is 100% at work during the day, my friend. It is not just overnight when theta kicks in. Yeah, so do you understand how that original claim is just not true then, Nick? You gotcha? You know what I mean? And you got to close by 4 p.m., so no theta. Do you understand how that is incorrect? Okay, cool. We're all learning. That's good. If you can avoid tilt, regular accounts are better. Well, I mean, what kind of, that's the worst assumption I've ever. If I can be a flawless trader, is using my own funds better? Yes, it is. But if you're going to operate under the assumption that you're going to be a flawless trader, I have some oceanfront property in Nebraska. I will sell you. All right, we got 12 minutes until the Fed minute announcement, and we should see some spice. Okay, fresh. Stop asking, because if anybody answers that, they're getting deleted. Why would you want to trade options, Fresh? Can you answer me that? Why are you like chasing after theta? Wait, I can go trade theta? I can have theta eat my lunch in a prop account? Let me go do that. I do. Okay, that's why my argument is very, very specific. In the category of day trading options does not make any sense because of theta. You doing leap options is not day trading. That's like a form of swing trading. So we are talking two different things there. I trade options currently. So if I can gain more leverage, why won't? But the point here, Fresh, is what you're doing is not smart, mathematically based. You are quite literally making your life harder than it needs to be. Why are you choosing to deal with theta? So I understand you trade options currently. Right, that's my question. Why are you choosing to deal with theta when you don't have to? Again, okay, never mind. Oh yeah, theta is, I don't think people understand how theta works. If you can read charts like in futures daily, it's risk management. No, it's not, Fresh. Your life is literally harder. Okay. Okay, this is, I don't think Fresh is going to listen because he thinks he's got it all figured out, but this is asinine. Okay, so here's how options work. This is why I was thinking, well, it's all just risk management. Yeah, but your risk management is harder. How so? Well, when you buy an option, if it goes up, okay, you make money. Fair enough. If you buy an option and it goes down, okay, you lose money. Fair enough. Well, what happens if it goes sideways, right? Because all prices can do three things. Well, the normal person can say, okay, well, that's a neutral thing. Like nothing happens. No, that's not true. In options, you also lose money. Why? Because there is that thing called theta. So let's think about this. Again, I'm bringing math to the table. Of the three things a price can do, two of those three things will cause you to lose money, meaning you have a 67% chance of losing money whenever you take a trade. Now, you may be saying, Clay, but I make money day trading options. And all kidding aside, that is so impressive. My question to you would be, yeah, but imagine how much more money you would be making if you did not have to deal with theta. That is the point. My argument is not that you can't make money day trading options. My argument is it's inefficient. You are making your life harder than it needs to be. That's why trading futures through a prop firm is awesome. There is no theta. Right? I mean, think about an options person. An options person could buy, let's say, right here. So they buy right here and they want the price to, let's say, go right here. But in this situation, let's say, because it's going sideways, the price could now go all the way up to here. And in theory, they could still be underwater. Well, wait a second, Clay, but you said they bought right here. How could they still be underwater if the price were to get up here? Because this right here is theta. That's what theta is doing. Sideways action is a killer. And not to mention, futures move better than options anyways. So it mathematically makes 0 sense to do that. And then here come the people that don't understand, that want to use lottery logic. Well, Clay, you could do iron counter. Yes, I realize that. But again, let's think of the general idea. The general idea, people are not showing up brand new doing iron condors, okay? Correct, I understand theta. It's risk and reward. You need to get in and out. I day trade futures as well through a prop firm. It's options, you're looking for a move. Yes, it's harder. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. And if you want to choose to do something that is making your life harder than something else, I don't understand the logic in that, but more power to you. But thank you. So we agree. It is harder. That's been my point the whole time. I'm just not necessarily saying harder. I'm saying inefficient. You are making your life inefficient. But there we go. We are at 7 minutes. 7 minutes, and then the minutes are coming out, and that's where it might get spicy. But if you must. Yeah, I don't know anybody that must, but there you go. Again, Fresh, you can stop now. You already conceded my point. You said, yeah, it's harder. Right, that's my point. That is my point. Maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I'm not as ambitious as you. I'm looking to work harder. I'm looking to work smarter, not harder. And you just conceded it is harder. Right. I'm looking to not do that. I want to work smarter, not harder. That is my point. So there's no need to push back. We agree on my point. You conceded it's harder. Yes. Right. That's the point. David M. If you read the bottom right-hand corner, there's a clue there. There's a clue. If you cannot pick up on the clue, David M., then I don't think you got a business bone in your body, brother. Like I said, if you think my blood pressure is actually elevated, if you think that, I'm kind of proud of myself. Bottom right-hand corner is your clue. I really do. I mean, along like right here. I'm going to stop right there. I like it. The problem is with the Fed minutes in 5 minutes. Yeah. Dude, nobody's a hater. Nobody is a hater. We're having a discussion. I'm a passionate person. Some people, I don't know if it's because they grew up in like participation trophy culture, but like some people, like if somebody raises their voice at all, they default to this person's upset, and it's like they've never been around a passionate person. But also, am I as much as what I seem to be? Once more, the clue is in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Verse Ace, you know what you did. Okay, Verse Ace is going back in timeout. Now do I just ban them? I don't know. Ain't got time for gaslighting. Nah, Rambo. No, not. Look, at the end of the day, the point of this live stream is to make people aware of Pam's plan to day trade futures through a prop firm. So I don't mind options talk because I've lost track of the amount of people that have come by and thanked me. They said, "Hey Clay, thank you for the stream. I used to day trade options, but now I'm day trading futures in a prop firm, and man, it's so much better." Thank you, Eco. Exactly. I'm not, like I said, you can just tell which people grew up in the participation trophy culture and which ones haven't. I'm telling you, it is ruining society. Participation trophies. Holy smokes. Well, CJ, I'm going to teach you how to fish. Did you get an email from your prop firm telling you that they needed to be closed? Again, for any of you wondering, are we allowed to trade through the Fed minutes? Did your prop firm email you? Because I'm not going to go down every nook and cranny because I don't know so maybe. All I'll say is maybe your prop firm has a policy with that. So just check your email. But I'm not going to say something about somebody and then have you come back with your panties in a twist saying, you told me I couldn't do it, and I did do it, and my account's toasted. I'm going to hunt you down and give you a wet willy. I don't need that. I don't need a wet willy from a stranger. You talk about going long or short, but are unaware of the headlines moving the market at the movement. Yeah, Kevco, I'm watching I'm watching the headlines right here because I'm watching the chart. I mean, how many times do you think we had this conversation? At least what, once or twice every live stream? The best the best news source is the chart, because there's two things that the chart will tell you that matters to us practically as traders. Number one, that there is news. Number two, what the market thinks about the news. But Clay, it doesn't tell us what the news actually is. Who cares what it actually is? We just care about the fact that there is news, and we care about what the market thinks about the news. And then later on, after you make your millions of dollars, you can go check out, you can let curiosity take over and go figure out what the news actually was. Double A, if you want to do future. Well, now, my argument is not just go trade futures with your own money. That's crazy because futures move very quick. My strategy, my argument is to day trade futures through a prop firm. That is the efficient thing. And in order to do that, you can just go to the link at the top of the screen. That is the prop firm that I use and recommend. All right, we got 1 minute. Let's see how much Spicer. In fact, I'm going to just do this. If it stops me out, it stops me out for 9 points. So let's see if I can get a crazy maybe move down to that green line, then a bounce off VWAP. If not, hopefully slippage doesn't kill me too bad, but I don't even know if it'll go down there. Because like I said, the last couple Fed meetings were not that spicy. So kind of, sort of, maybe some more spice will kick in. The algos are reading. They're reading it right now. They're trying to figure out. Hey, Tyler. There's no way that volume bar is right. Surely there's more volume than this that came out on the Fed minutes. Is that thing right? That's hard to believe that that's the actual volume bar. Maybe it is. Or am I crazy for thinking this volume bar should be at least a little bit bigger than this? Is something broken? All right, well, I tried. It got somewhat close, I guess, but never mind on that one. Yeah, okay, there's the volume coming in, but man, that was, I guess I expect a little bit more. Also, Trump interview at 2 o'clock. Yeah, but that assumes that he'll be on time. So, yeah, that's an unknown. So, interview is upcoming. See, that's what. So Kevco JMO, he says all that, and I answer, and then he doesn't say anything. You talk about going long or short, but are unaware of the headlines. And I said, it's like, I always thought that guy. I didn't know that guy was going into troll mode. What happened to him? What happened to Kevco James? What happened to him? It's so sad when people just all of a sudden. Dang, missed me by 4 points. Yeah, I don't know how much it missed me by. Yeah, probably about 4 points too. So okay, based on the price action, I'm guessing the Fed said that they are probably likely to cut rates some more. Would be my guess based on the price coming up. Yes, is that what it was? Okay. Wait, am blocked? Why would you think you're blocked? Fed minutes. All right, thank you, Joke. Or Jock, I'm sorry. Sweeper. What is up today with people just saying random words? Krim, sweeper. Oh yeah, well watch this. Watch this. I can play that game. There you go. Never mind, I'm in. Oh yeah. No, you're good, dumb money. What do I think about 25K accounts? I'm not a huge fan, but that's just personal preference. I do think you should start at 50K. I think that's a good starting spot. But yeah, give 25K a try. I know some people absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, dumb money. I was about to lose my mind, but I realize you're just trolling. Yeah, I like 50K and 150K. Again, that's all personal preference though. Hey AJ. All right, maybe a short up here around the pink line. That pink line being the 200 period simple moving average. Wow, this thing is getting sketchy. There we go. Do you think all charts are going to go short? No. No. I mean, Shane, all is a very strong term. So no, because all it would take is one chart out of 900 million. If just one goes long, then yeah. I was short. Okay. So you just got cooked? Big squeeze. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Big Squeeze Energy is here or not. We'll have to ask our Big Squeeze Energy expert if they ever show back up again. Nah, fam. We different. Well, yes, but you also have a less tolerance because the drawdowns less, Jay. Every account has give and take. Like that's where you just kind of got to experiment and see what jives best with you. My best illustration of the whole prop account size, this was several months ago, but somebody was like, man, 25Ks are the best. And then 7, 8 messages below, somebody was like, man, 25Ks are a scam. Never do a 25K. So we literally had somebody saying 25Ks are the best, somebody else saying they're a scam. So it's just personal preference. You just give them a try. Are you happy about that? Happy about what? I don't know. Please, for all that is good and efficient, avoid this, that, it, yes, no. You got to provide context to what you're saying. Are you happy about that? I have no idea. What are you asking? Define that? I like 25K because the profit target is half of the game. Yeah. There's a lot of different ways to look at things. $1,500 is not a small drawdown. For some people, it is. My only thought on the topic is I think it's smart to start with the 50K. 50K just seems to be a good sweet spot, and then you can kind of putz around from there. Maybe you'll determine, yeah, I do like 50K the best. Maybe you won't. I don't know, but there is no black and white. You have to discover that on your own because for every As Thomas Sowell says, there are no solutions, there's only trade-offs. So each account has trade-off in one way or the other. Oil is, she's a dropping now. Right, let's head back to take a look at oil. Woo! Okay, I will try a short here on oil. If it wants to back test that area. So looking for a back test here. So I don't want to chase, but ideally it does something like this, you know, kind of just. So if it starts to trend, that's what I'm hoping for. So that's my question. Now, if it's a V shape and it goes straight back up, I'm about to have a losing trade. But step one is first got to get up to that level. So looking for a short at the red line. Getting close. Short setup incoming on NQ. Maybe. I'm not sure I see that one, but I'm sticking with oil for right now. Again, looking for a short at the red line. Stop line. Stop line. Stop loss is at the green line. Yeah, I hear you, Nas, and I'm not saying you're wrong. But what I am telling you is, like, once you get to the buffer and all that sort of stuff, that it is a sweet, sweet spot. I will say that. But like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, really, I think, well, I mean, to give it a truly honest effort, you'd want to try every single one. You'd want to try the 25K, the 50K, the 75K, the 100K, and the 150K. And I have done them all. And like I said, I like the 50K, the 150K. The 75K is kind of grown on me a little bit. But yeah, you got there is no universal answer. People can throw math at you, and I'm not saying their math is wrong, but their math is, unique to their situation, their strategy, all that sort of stuff. Nice, relax, good stuff. Okay, yeah, rewards trying a bunch of different ones, yeah. I mean logically speaking, that's the only way that you can say right? Because if you've never tried 100K, right, just basic knowledge, well, then you don't know if you like it or not. Oh, no, I know. Because you've done it? Well, no, I just know. It's like, well, okay, that, huh? Nice job, dumb money. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to get the bounce back up here, so I'll cancel that one out. And then we have Ty, who has a different opinion. And for Ty and his strategy and all his stuff, yeah, for him, never again. Zoom out a bit. Yeah, I don't see anything short right here. Maybe an interested in a short up around this area. I could see that. But yeah, right now, for me, Neil, I'm not seeing anything that would make me think this is short. I'm still waiting for the one dude, our big squeeze or whatever that guy, the big squeeze energy guy. If he's going to show up, I'm worried that there might be big squeeze energy out there. I used to Sub-Zero, but too many people use it, so it doesn't really work anymore. But hey, Neil, looking like you'd have a good short right now if you took it, so good job. How do you get your chart to zoom in? So if I move my cursor over here and then I use my scroll wheel, I can do that to it. And then if I move my cursor over here and do the scroll wheel, it goes that direction. LaForte, give us a trade plan. Okay, LaForte thinks it looks heavy. Cool. Now how would you make money from a looks heavy situation? Can you give us a trade plan, LaForte? 3 numbers? Because as of now, we're just at words. Looks heavy. Okay, I don't know what that means though. How would you make money from a looks heavy situation? Oh, I didn't even answer the right thing. Thank you, Ask a Guy. I misunderstood what he was asking. $25, 120 short. Okay, so he's in at 120. Stop is 130. Really? You're not above these highs? You're literally right in front of those highs? That's interesting. But hey, either way, LaForte, I appreciate you helping to define what you mean by looks heavy and how you would make money from a looks heavy situation. So shout out to you. I appreciate the numbers. This target is 180. Wait, what? Huh? No, you have a typo. Your target is not... There you go. Your typo is 80. Okay, down here. All right. Uh-oh. Don't do it to LaForte. Don't even think about stopping him out. Don't do it to him. LaForte hanging on by the skin of his chinny chin chin. Oh my goodness. By the skin of... Oh, you're out. Good try. Good try. I appreciate you, like I said, willing to throw the numbers out there. And we got oil dropping some more now. Yeah, exactly. At least he gave a plan. I get nothing but respect. He started off just saying words, but then he defined the words, and I got, like I said, there's lots of respect because that takes courage. It's easy to flap your lips. But to give numbers takes some courage. Thinking if I want to try a long down here. Back insane. Back insane. There you go. Back, I don't know what back insane. What does that mean? Whoa. Whoa. All right. Somebody said something. All right. Yeah, this is a candle that people and oil's going up. Something just happened, folks. What's the tweet? This is the market cares about news type thing here. You're LaForte, you're just saying stuff. Good try, LaForte, though. Good try. Oh, boy. War pause is over? Okay. Unless you know what the actual thing is, don't just speculate, Zook. So is that actually what it is? $120 down to, all right, so not quite a 100-point move down. Now, the price action is always going to be a little bit ahead of the news, but there should be stuff that starts to come out here. Let's see. Something happened, and the something happened the market cares about, and the market cares about it in a negative light. So at the end of the day, as traders, that's really like, we're all just in curiosity mode. Like, what actually was it? But like from a practicality point of view, like we already know that something happened and that the market did not like it. Hey, Trader Alex. Oh. Yeah, that can't be it though. People have already said that straight's closed, and this didn't happen. This has got to be something different. Like people in the chat have already been talking about how the straight's closed, and like nothing was going on. So yeah, that can't be it. Thank you, Trader Alex. I appreciate it. Feeding some hungry kids. Code Clay, feed some. Okay, this might be a short. Hit that yellow line. Bounce up, and then I'm going to throw in a short here. But I want to first see it hit that yellow line. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Come on. Keep coming down. Come on. Come on. Push. I'll take the little scalpy scalp there. Ceasefire talks are unreasonable for Iran. And did those tweets just come out? So I'm guessing those ones came out basically right around 2:18 p.m. Eastern. That'd be my guess. Again, I have looked at nothing. I am straight up just making all this based on the chart because the chart, my thesis states that the chart tells us everything. So all these tweets I'm guessing came out right at 2:18 p.m. Eastern, if not a little bit after. Now the chart is always going to beat the news too, because big money, they're big money for a reason. That they always got the, you know. So I guess we're right back to well, but again, it goes back to the whole pattern, right? Trump talks big, and then all of a sudden he extends deadline. So he was once again able to extend the deadline by 2 weeks with all this, which is already falling apart. But hey, you know what? He's still got 2 weeks to work with it. So you know what I mean? It's like, okay. Okay, I'm going to try another short there again. Okay, I'm short. Come on. Come on. How did I not get out there? Yeah, whatever. I'm going to go for a little bit of a bigger move here. I know I have the scalpy scalp. Come on. There we go. Good, good, good. Let's get this stop here in green territory. So this will be a green trade now. Come on, hit that next target. Hit it. Now let's go down here. Why not? It'll be a green trade no matter what. So we might as well, we'll go. See if it wants to retest. Even if it double bottoms here, oh well, I'll still be able to take out another target. There we go. Come on down. Oh yeah, the whole yeah. I will say this: a lot of the people that have TDS have really just made it apparent if you have TDS. When I say you, I don't mean anybody here. I'm just saying in general. The dynamics of how things have been playing out have really made it just, if it wasn't already clear, that much more clear. Right? It's the people that are okay, we're about to get stopped out. So in general, you have TDS. If in the morning yesterday, Trump is a madman, he's a lunatic, he's a genocidal, whatever. That's you in the morning. And then later on that night, you're like, what a wimp. Taco. Blood. And then all of a sudden you're cooking. Okay, so 1 minute he's a madman, the next minute he's I don't know. It's kind of a weird dynamic. Drag that stop lower. Why? Why would I drag that stop lower, Matt? Man, I'm trying to give the thing room to cook. You go deal with your bearded women in Portland, and I'll do my thing. I'm Matt, man, right? You're the guy that likes bearded women, and you live in Portland? Or do I have you confused with somebody? Pretty sure that's you. Do you have an X account? I do, yes. Now, this phenomenon is not, that's why I always tell people, if you're ever going to start a business, just realize you can never please everybody. There's always going to be someone that's got something wrong with you in one regard, right? And this past, he's a genocidal maniac. And then later on in the same day, taco. Hey, nice to have you. I don't know, just search on Twitter, Leo. I think Clay Trader 25. Is that you though, Matt Man? Is that you? I'm testing my memory. Are you the guy that likes, you live in Portland and you like bearded women? Is that you? I'm pretty sure that's you, but you're not always here as much as you used to be. So my memory is slipping a little bit. Hey, Double A, I was thinking about you. Any updates on your house? Okay, that, oh man, look, Matt Man's my boy. I'm interested. I'm interested. We got pretty much a bear pennant. Not pretty much. We do have a bear pennant. It's just a question of do you want to play the bear pennant? So we use the VWAP as the top. There's our drop. There's our golf hole up here. So the upside down pennant, bear pennant. So if you trust it, if you like bear pennants, do you get the breakdown? Gotta think. There it is. But if there was ever a bear pennant, we were looking at a bear pennant right there. No, sir, just a waiting game. Okay, keep us posted. I'm very curious. Oh, boy, it's whispering my name. It is whispering my name. I'm Noah, the new follower. All right, sounds good. Well, I mean, considering that his house has been on the market for 6 months, I think he needs a little bit of ice water in his face, which is what you seem to be doing. Oh, yeah. Oil is dropping straight back down. So that's weird. Oil has come back down, and then the markets here are just putzing. So, sure. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I love me a bear pennant. Let's go. Oh, you dirty rat. Come on, bear pennant. Come back down. Don't embarrass yourself, bear pennant. I just talked you up. Right, I'm adding 3 more down there. Come on, bear pennant. Come back down. Please don't just like chop here for the next. I don't have time for that right now. If you're gonna take me out, just take me out. And please don't come down here and fill me and then take me out. If you're gonna take me out, just let me do it with my 3 contracts, please. Okay, I'm looking to add at the red line. Because if I can get filled there, we're going to be looking at a juicy situation. If I can get filled. I guess I could be adding right here. Just look for a rejection off VWAP, but I'd rather wait for confirmation, so I'm not going to do it. Come on, VWAP, smack it back down. Come on, VWAP, smack it back down. There we go. There we go. Come on. Now keep coming down. Come on. Come on down. Like I said, if I can get filled here, that means this entire green candle has been wiped away. So you got to think that might be disheartening to the bulls. Come on. So far, VWAP's doing its job. Come on. Keep coming down. Okay, get out of the way, trend line. Get out of the way. Let's try if we can go for another the bear pennant breakdown again. Right here, we had a little miniature false one, as that's what kind of suckered me in. Okay, come on. Let's go. Keep coming. Good, I'm looking to add to the trade here at the red line. Oh, and you bounced right off my entry at the blue line. You dirty rat. Come on. There we go. Now release the hounds. Come on. Okay, I added. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, bear pennant. I sort of want to add some more right here now if it comes back down. I think I have to. That would be... I do have plenty of green. But if I add more and I'm wrong, it would not be pleasant. I'd still be green, but I don't know if I want to give up that much. Come on. Let loose. Okay. My Ford is gone. At this point, I think I have to add. Yeah, I'm adding again. If I can get filled, it's just gonna look at the 5 minute. All these upper shadows. Come on, brother, just let loose. Come on. Let's go, bear pennant. Do what bear pennants do. Come on. Goodness. Oh. Hey, Abel, where have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Come on. I mean, the price hasn't actually done anything wrong, other than just being annoying. But being annoying and doing something wrong are two different things. The price right now is just being super annoying. We all want a trend line break to immediately go in our favor, and that's just not how it always goes. So sometimes patience is required. But I am trying to trust the bear pennant. That's why I added. That's why I'm looking to add again. If you've been here before, you've seen some bear pennants work out very nicely. Okay, let's see if I can add some more. Oh, just let go to the downside. Pam's in short with me? All right, Pam. Well, hopefully we get paid. Look at this, just sitting right here, like right at the level. Go. Looking to add at the red line. I have added. Come on, brother. Go, go, go. 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 Nope, I'm out. Can't wait forever for you, brother. What are you doing? Past performance does not guarantee future results. What's that supposed to mean? Huh? We got a bunch of wise guys in the room already? Yeah, I played it fine. Look at this thing. It's just, I mean, it went enough to have a green trade, but good grief. Couldn't even get down and at least, like, it's one thing to come down here and, like, just bounce right off these lows, but the fact it's still not at these lows, not quite the breakdown I was looking for. But, nah. Meh. Well, hey, if you enjoy the stream and you want to help support it and you're using a prop firm, code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms is how you can do that. This is totally viewer supported. There's no sponsorships. Maybe someday there will be sponsorships and it won't matter whether or not people use code CLAY. But as of now, it is strictly viewer supported. I have ads turned off. So quite literally, the only way to support the stream is code CLAY, which is a good deal for everybody. You save yourself money because you're taking advantage of whatever the current promotions are, and you're helping support the stream. So code CLAY with any of these prop firms is how you can help support the stream. I recommend Take Profit Trader. And like I said, but with any of these, depending on where you're at in your journey, what you're looking to accomplish, any of these help you, like I said, give you the current deal and promotion, but also help support the stream. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. On your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. If we have 17 of you in here, 17 helps push us up over 300 likes, which would be awesome. So yeah, on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be very, very helpful, and it does make a difference. So I will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Usually I do show up a little early though. Latest I'll be here is 11 a.m., so which is why I always say, now be sure to subscribe, but also turn on notifications, because notifications will tell you exactly when I do go live. All right, we are one away from 300. Come on. Who is going to be my there we go, up over 300. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. So, like I said, code CLAY, all caps. Hit that like button, turn on notifications, and I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So, a wild ride again today, and we'll see how things continue to play out. But we are living in the middle of a real-life Jerry Springer show right now, so it'll be interesting to see how everything continues to unfold. So, take care, everybody. Have a good one. I'll see you.